must admit, it's not the greatest at picking up subtitles.
It's a free subtitler and we have Scottish accents. So.
Hello!
Welcome everyone to this Glasgow in 2024 Twitch stream. We're very excited to have you all here today joining us as we're going to be playing live some...
Sorry. I was just gonna... Sorry.
It's okay.
Carry on.
I don't want to hear myself though, please.
No, we don't want the echo.
Or the echo, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition today, and this is going to be the first episode in our new campaign that we're going to be running over the next wee while on our Twitch stream, which is Let's Roll Hell and Highwater.
Yay!
Let's go!
We'll start with a couple of announcements and things like that. Obviously, we are playing on behalf of Glasgow 2024, the Worldcon for our futures. I think it's the tagline. I forgot the tagline already.
A Worldcon for our futures, yeah.
Yes.
You're doing
We've got 2 QR links on the side of our stream here, so if you want to donate to Glasgow 2024, you can send us a little bit of money, and all the money that you send us via this is going to go into the fan fund. In addition, if you want to come to Glasgow 2024, please consider supporting us by buying a membership and coming to Glasgow in August 2024. And the link for which should be in the comments here, so you can come along to Glasgow and have the greatest Worldcon weekend ever, the most Glaswegian of conventions ever. And it will be wonderful, and we will be very excited to see you. In terms of the stream specifically, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. There will be some combat in this campaign. We have a battle map. We will be playing combat in this one.
I'm still furious about this. I thought it was just going to be all RP.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. However, we're not going into gory, visceral detail or anything like that. I'm not comfortable describing that to you guys, and I don't think everybody would be comfortable listening to that. So we're not going to be going into explicit detail of any kind. There may be the occasional bit of profanity throughout the stream, but we work under the rule of no excessive profanity. So the occasional exclamation, nothing more than that.
The audience is demanding blood already.
Yes. Please be aware that when commenting in our Twitch chat, you are adhering to the Glasgow 2024 Code of Conduct, which there is a link to in the chat as well if you want to have a peruse. But you will be held to the standard of our Code of Conduct, and if you break it, we will be kicking you out of the chat. I'm very sorry. That is how it works. But with that, I think we should dive in to our very, very first episode of Hell and Highwater. So I think the best way to begin this is to perhaps introduce the world a little bit.
Okay.
This world is my creation. It's not from an official module or adventure or anything like that. I built this. It's heavily based on a lot of stuff that you'll probably recognise as we go. But I have built it all. So we're going to be starting on the Sapphire Coast, a beautiful stretch of glistening blue water with a series of dotted islands, 2 of which are known as the Shark Islands because they vaguely resemble sharks, and because of the slightly higher concentration of said sharks in the water around these islands. There are also the beautiful Diamond Isles further to the south. Our starter city, however, is going to be Dusthelm, which is a coastal merchant city. Dusthelm itself is a fairly old city. It's got beautiful old walls, stone walls, that encompass the majority of the city, from the docks to the old town, and the castle ward where the ruling merchants live. Outside there are several slum areas where the people that are denied entry to live into Dusthelm live, but there are also beautiful series of farms, and there is the major trade route that heads east inland towards Pearl the next largest city. And this is where we're going to start. As we gaze down at the lovely imaginary view of Dust Helm you have in your head, we're going to zoom down into the old town. And we're going to start with Will, with your character. Would you like to introduce your character as they stride through the streets of Dust Helm?
Yeah. This character is human appearance. He's a young man, early 20s. This kind of sandy blonde hair. There's a fairly joyful smile on his face. He's happy to be up and about. It's pretty early in the morning. The streets are starting to fill up. He's wearing some fairly well-worn kind of leather armour, a travelling cloak, but the gear's reasonably well maintained. Reasonably heavily armed. There's a crossbow at his side, sword at his hip, no shield, and a kind of a bracer with a coil of rope around it on his wrist. And he'd kind of have his eyes kind of slightly above the level of the crowd's heads, gazing in the direction that he's walking in.
I imagine this morning might have been not the most comfortable of awakenings for yourself, having felt that tug, that internal tug that was, you need to be here. Move, get out of bed, kind of thing. Of like, almost, I imagine it like a rope around your sternum, pulling you along. So whilst, when you're walking, it's fine, because you're doing as it asks. If you stop, it starts to get uncomfortable. And I imagine if you do stop, you rub your chest a little as it tugs up again.
Has he felt this before?
Yes, a couple of times, as this is their way of telling you you need to come here now.
A familiar feeling then.
Yes.
It's not necessarily putting a damper on his spirits, but it does put a bit of a spring in his step as I think he's got a rough idea of where it's taking him, but he would be kind of heading off through the streets in the direction he thinks it's going to bring him.
Yeah, and you'd find that this tug would get more and more frantic, which is quite a clear indicator you're getting close to where you're meant to be. And as it gets more frantic, it's quite easy for you to tell that you are approaching the Temple of Torm within Dusthelm, that you have visited before, having been in Dusthelm for some time now. So this building is familiar to you, and it'd be easy for you to understand this is where you're going. And advancing towards it, the temple is a beautiful old building. It's one of the oldest buildings in Dusthelm and has stood for centuries. With large vaulting front doors, beautiful stained glass that has been maintained, replaced, fixed, looked after very diligently for a while now. But the stone steps are ahead of you. The doors are beautiful, big wooden studded doors. One of them is shut, the other one is slightly ajar.
If the kind of pull in his chest has taken him up steps into the temple, he'd quickly kind of bound up the steps, very cautiously just push on the ajar door and very slowly kind of let himself inside. Okay.
Heading inside, you find yourself in a small atrium area, which again, very familiar to you. Small atrium area, and then the main temple at large, where the pews are, offering table, things like that. But this main entranceway, atrium, is where you find yourself initially, and you can see that there's an old priest, Father Peter, that you know, you've met him before. He is the priest of this temple. He's hovering a little nervously at the front of it, but would straighten up as you approach. Adolin?
Good morning, Father.
Yes, inside. And would point.
What's inside?
He's waiting for you. Yes.
Here?
Yes, in you go.
Oh, okay. And head down, hustle into the main nave of the temple.
Yes, okay. So the actual temple proper is this very tall, several stories tall stone building with columns, pews, beautiful beautiful stained glass windows projecting this gorgeous kaleidoscope of colours with the morning sun across the stone. It is beautiful inside, very clean, well kept, obviously very well loved. The way that the temple is laid out is it's sort of like a little cross where you've got the main chamber as you walk in, and then several little ante-chambers at the top and on either side. In the centre where they meet, there's this large stone statue, which you would know of is Torm, with his head bowed, facing down, but towards the door that you've just walked through, with a massive great sword gripped in between his hands, gauntleted hands. Stood in front of this figure with their back to you, gazing up at the statue, because the statue's maybe 10, 15 feet tall, stood on a pedestal, is a figure, a winged figure, gazing up at the statue. You do not turn around as you step in.
I'd walk briskly, kind of down the aisle towards them, swallowing a bit of nervousness at seeing this figure in front of me. I'd step up beside them, take a quick knee and say a prayer to Torm before standing up, turning to them, and saying, I didn't expect to find you here in person.
They wouldn't be looking away from the statue as you speak, they'd still be gazing up at the statue and say simply, Adolin, you came. Good.
Joris, you didn't give me much choice.
There is always a choice.
How are you this morning?
Excuse me.
We'll work on that.
And you see, you turn his attention back up to the statue and say, it is strange how you mortals choose to represent our father.
What's strange about it? How do you see them?
Not like this. You're doing well on your path.
That's good.
You have many steps ahead of you.
That's fair. Am I going in the right direction?
Of course.
It's straight to business, I guess.
You've only just begun your journey along Torm's path. But you have stepped. You've done well.
You started me on this path some years ago. Am I still just getting started?
You have a lifetime ahead of you to walk.
I wouldn't have thought a mortal lifetime meant that much to you.
Means to you, though.
I don't think I've ever felt such a degree of understanding from you before, Joris.
We are pleased with your success with the Temple of Bahamut.
The priest there was very appreciative of having the circlet returned to him. And it benefits the order to do such things.
It does.
Paid well as well.
Is that of importance?
Only in terms of my ability to buy food and survive.
Talking about lifespan.
Yeah.
Torm has his eyes on you, brother. Walk carefully.
I understand.
Do not disappoint him.
I will keep to the path. Why have you appeared here as yourself today?
It's time for you to keep stepping.
I never stopped stepping. From what I understand.
You need to earn your title as Knight of Ash.
Okay. I understand. I've completed the training, but there is more to do.
The job you have been offered by the Light Raven.
How do you know about that?
Why wouldn't I know? It's your path.
Good point. What about it? What about the job?
Accept it.
I was planning to.
Take the step.
Okay, I will do so. This is in accordance with Torm's will? Torm's plan?
Of course.
Very well then.
Walk his path, and it will be paved with glory and peace for both you and the world.
I can get behind those reasons.
Follow the Silver Raven. He will guide you.
The Silver Raven. Okay.
And you see he would begin to turn away from you.
Joris, you've only ever appeared at times when there have been things of consequence happening. Is something about to happen now?
Yes.
Are you going to tell me what?
It may not happen if you do not step.
So I just have to trust in Torm's plan.
Have faith. Choose to step.
By taking this job and seeing where it leads.
You'll know it when you see it.
You have a lot of faith in Mortal, for someone who doesn't quite understand them.
Do not need to understand you.
I think it would benefit our relationship if you did.
And you see he'd turn back, he'd turn away again, and would... It's almost... It's not like he plane shifts or anything like that. It's just as he steps away from you and steps away from the statue of Torm, he just becomes less and less solid until it's just an outline that then disappears.
Just as he starts to disappear, I'd say, Tom, go with you towards his back as he vanishes.
I think once he vanishes, you'd hear the normal voice that you normally get in your head of, and with you, brother.
I'll never understand that, Angel.
And with that, we are going to swing.
What just happened?
I think I had a job appraisal.
Yeah. So you did like a positive review. Good job.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Why are there so many ravens?
There's a lot of allusion to him making 2 new best friends, so it's positive.
But we will now swing round. And would you two like to introduce your characters to everybody and their current situation?
Okay.
You want to roll for it?
Sure.
Oh, for God's sake.
Let's do it.
Yeah. 4.
Not 19.
Oh, you got
I
it.
don't know why it would be unnapped. Hey, I thought, interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is winning meaning you have to go first or you get to go second?
Screw
Go.
it. I was going
Okay. No, we're going to continue this argument for the next 4 hours. I'm playing Kai. They are half elf, like average height, dark red hair. Kind of tanned, like from working outside, but also vaguely sickly looking. But you've known them for a week now. They're just, that's just what they look like. They're just a bit pallid.
Tanned but pallid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's just what they're like. They're not sick or dying or ill or it's all good.
Yeah.
Are they eating enough vegetables?
Yes.
Fruit and
The first
vegetables.
time I met you, I offered you an antitoxin because I thought you were poisoned.
You know, just yeah. Clothes. Some
Clothes, yes.
yes.
Oh
Clothes.
my God.
Yes. Stud leather armor, floofy shirt, sword, couple of daggers, rapier sword, not like a sword.
A rapier is a sword?
But not like, I'm not a great sword kind of sword.
Okay.
It's not a slashy sword.
A pokey sword.
A pokey sword.
A pokey sword.
Okay.
These are the technical terms.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very well trained in all of this.
Pokiness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Wonderful. Yeah, you did introduce your character's name. Good.
Yes, I did.
Polly! Polly is the name of my character. She is a lovely, kind of, I think about your age, which you said was about like late 20s, early 30s, around about that ballpark. She is, I guess technically armored, but I think it's more of like a, to look at it, you just be like, girl's wearing a dress. That's just, she's wearing a dress. She's, she's cute, she's chubby, she's got ginger hair. She's not based off of anybody in particular.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Nope.
Yes, she has a she has a staff that's probably like tipped over one of the chairs beside you and I, and she's got like a bag that's slung over the back of her chair that is just like faintly buzzing. If you were to ever be quiet enough, you could just be like, what the fuck is just a slight emanation of buzzing.
If we were to be quiet.
If we were to be quiet, indeed. Right. She's got a little pinkish tinge in her cheeks as she raises a hand and she's like, can we have some more mimosas, please?
Yes, and I think at this point, you guys would be in the Ye Olde Jellyfish Inn.
Yep.
Down in the Dock District, where you guys all stayed the night. You all stayed the night the previous evening. Miri would bring over another couple of mimosas for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anything for you.
She meant me, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so I imagine you're maybe like 3 mimosas in at this point.
Yeah, that's... We've had like, what, an hour?
It's like 7 in the morning.
I'm for it.
You're for it, okay. Maybe Mary brought over a fair amount of bread as well.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, is there anything in particular you would be discussing over your... I hesitant to say breakfast.
There is bread. There's bread.
Yeah.
The buzzing gets slightly louder as I like take a knife from the table and I just scoop some, and then you see me slathering honey over one of the pieces of bread.
Out of the bag.
Out of the bag.
Just straight, like, just okay.
Yeah.
Have we seen inside the bag?
I don't know.
Have you seen inside the bag?
Yeah. Well, I've not been inside there. It's kind of occupied.
Fair enough. Okay. If there's nothing in particular that you want to discuss over breakfast and mimosas,
Just chit chat.
Chit chat.
Chit-chat.
Absolutely.
I think that would take maybe another hour or so. He maybe got up at the same time as Adolin because he shot out of bed, kind of thing, and then wandered off into the city after having a bit of bread with you guys. But you spent a bit more time. You'll spend a bit more time at the table having your mimosas and extra bread before starting to head towards the Old Yoke Inn, which is where your contact Ursho has asked you to meet him. Ursho Hugin.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yes.
I thought it was Huggin.
Will said that as well.
Yeah.
It's meant to be Hugin.
Huggin is adorable.
He's not adorable.
Okay.
So Ursho was your contact for the previous mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yolk like an egg?
No,
as in
wild
like
kitty.
Oh.
a yoke like for pulling farm equipment kind of thing.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, like an old yoking. Yeah. As there would be hanging outside of the Old Yoke Inn, there would be an old yoke hanging on a chain outside to indicate the name
I bet
of the
that's
inn.
how it got the name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would have met Ursho before. He is the one that put you onto the mission, the previous mission of the Temple of Bahamut, and he's the one that paid you for that. A few days later, he's got into contact with you again to ask if you'd meet him at the Old Yoke Inn because he has another job for you. And I imagine while you guys are sort of more leisurely strolling through the city from the Dock District up into the Old Town, giggling maybe a little bit.
Linked arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly just like...
You have a staff, I have a 10-foot pole, we're very well balanced.
It's like a really unbalanced, not like a 3-legged race, but like a 3-legged race with like 2 extra sticks. A 5-legged race.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got supports.
Sure.
Oh, what's it on the bite? What's it called on the bite?
Stabilizers.
Stabilizers. You've got stabilizers. Yes, I imagine it's not hard for you to find them on the way to the old yoke inn after you're done with your own previous meeting.
I'm sure the sound of like very unbalanced footsteps with the occasional click, clack, click, clack.
4 drinks is not a huge amount of drinks.
It's mostly orange
Mimosas.
juice.
You have a reasonable constitution, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do
four
you?
mimosas wouldn't put you down. Yeah.
You're probably okay.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
It's not as good as yours.
Okay, so you bump into each other again and regroup before actually heading into the old yoke inn.
You missed a great morning.
Yes.
With hindsight, I'd much rather have been having brunch, I think.
You should have brought a mimosa with you just to enjoy on the walk down.
It's a fair point. All I took was a slice of toast, and it was, you know.
Do you still have that? Do you want some honey for it?
Oh, I'm afraid I've long since eaten the toast.
Okay, fair enough.
For next time.
Next time.
Next time I will remember, and I will definitely take you up on the honey.
Or if you just want some bag honey. Also.
Bag honey, just like
Yeah.
Some classic
Dip it
bag
in.
Yeah,
honey.
she
have
just
honey.
kind of stuck her knife in it and
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
If you stick anything more than a butter knife in there, I'm gonna make you roll to see if you hit a bee.
Oh
Roll
no!
attack on me.
Yes.
Oh no!
I would never.
So the old yoke inn, it would be quite well known to yourself, having frequented this city a lot more than the others. But it is a fairly well known inn within the city. It's got a good reputation for being quite clean, for being reputable. There's not many bar fights and things like that, which is probably why you've been asked to meet there rather than one of the ones further down towards the docks. So the inn is currently an old stone building on the outside lower floor with an upper wooden level. It is like this inn. It's known that it has burnt down quite a few times
Okay, I was
over
going
the
to say
years.
why is it currently stone.
So this is one of the oldest inns in Dusthelm. So it's been here for several hundred years, but it hasn't survived the hundreds of years in the same form. It gets burnt down every so often. Yeah, it gets burnt down every so often. So it's currently a stone building with a wooden upper level and has managed to survive for a good 50 years at the moment without having burnt down, which I think is a track record. For it. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
Inside the inn itself, stepping inside, everything is well worn and obviously very well used, but well cared for. The wooden benches are smooth with age, but are like clean and well maintained, so nothing rickets too much as you're walking around. The lower level, you've got the main bar, some tables, and a series of booths along the back wall, and there's a set of stairs which lead up to the rooms. So Ursho is waiting in one of the booths for you. He is a male silver dragonborn, and would wave to you as you come in through the door and say, "Ah, yes, friends, welcome."
Hi.
Give him a cheery wave back.
Yeah.
How you doing, Huggins?
Ah, Hugin.
That's
You'll
right.
get it one day. You'll get it one day.
I'll get it right one day, yeah.
But it's good to see you all. Please sit. Thank you for coming. I'm very glad you came.
Quite all right. We were very interested to hear you had follow-up work for us.
Yes, I do. And at this point, the innkeep, a half-orc by the name of Helga, would come across and offer you you drinks if you want, which Ursho would say he's happy to pay for. So they would offer, so standard drinks of like ale and stuff like that. Quite weak morning ale. They don't do mimosa tea. I'm sorry.
It's a bit early for a normal drink.
Morning ale.
I'm okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
Did you do tea?
Yeah.
Yes, tea is an option.
That sounds excellent.
Tea,
I'll accept some tea and some toast,
tea and toast. Okay, yes.
with which some honey can be added.
Okay, right, I'm on that.
You're on
I got you. Honey.
on the table. So Helga would take the order and pottle off to go and prepare 3 cups of tea, or maybe just a tea
Pot of tea.
and some toast for the morning. And Ursula would turn back to you all again and say, "I have another mission for you all, if you are willing, since you did really so well on the last one. We were so happy with the results. Obviously, you got the circlet back, and you returned it to the temple, and it's all good and happy, and the temple's all good. So we were hoping you would all be interested in helping us out again.
Have you lost something else?
Sort of.
I'm sure we can help you find it.
Yeah. Well, so we, the Light Ravens, the group I work for, we've lost contact with one of our temples on Little Shark, the island of Little Shark.
Oh.
And we're a bit worried that something similar has happened to this temple as that happened to the temple of Bahamut, which was raided. So we'd like you to travel to the island and check out the temple and see that everything's okay, and if there is anything wrong, help them sort it out.
Okay.
Ursho would go on to explain a few logistical details about that, in that he's arranged for freight ships that can take you across to Little Shark, so you don't need to organise your travel or even pay for it. So there's a village on Little Shark called Cliffnook. Cliff N-O-O-K, Cliffnook, which the temple is just outside of. So he's arranged for you to get a small freight ship to Cliffnook and then make your way to the temple that's just outside of the town.
Which deity is it a temple to?
It's a temple to Talos.
Talos.
Yes. Yes, the islanders give Talos offerings frequently to try and prevent storms and shipwrecks and things.
Gotcha.
He'd also say that he has an offering of 50 gold pieces each for any information you can bring back to him about your investigations.
Okay.
So
just
investigating what's happened? Nothing.
We're not sure what has happened. We've lost contact with them.
Okay.
And we have enough free agents to go across, which is why I would like to hire you to go across, see what's wrong. If there's anything you can help out with, please do. Obviously, this is it's a temple of people that I have contact within the temple. I'm quite worried about that she hasn't checked in the last wee while.
What's their name?
Sister Frida. Sister Frida Sprout.
That's an adorable name.
A female halfling. Elderly female halfling.
Okay.
I think Adolin look a little bit kind of concerned that they've lost contact at that.
Yes, it's very unusual. She checks in regularly, and so it is very unusual that I have lost contact with her, which is why we want to send somebody, particularly with the raids that have been happening. We want to try and protect not only our assets in the area, but also the temple and the community itself. So he would go on to warn you that the locals, and this would be something that your character, Isla Kai, would know a lot more about, that the locals on Little Shark in particular, but the Shark Islands are not particularly friendly to outsiders, particularly Dust Helmers.
Y'all suck.
I'm not a native Dust Helmer, it's fine.
Same.
There we go.
Okay, fair enough then.
Just go here.
Due to the political conflicts between Dust Helm and the issues with the mines in the Diamond Isles, the residents of the Shark Islands, and particularly Little Shark, are very unwelcoming to outsiders, and they're unlikely to help you, particularly if you are from Dust Helm. They don't trust mainlanders, but they are more inclined towards people that are not from Dust Helm itself. He'd say he's got contact up at the temple, Sister Frida. He hasn't heard from her in several weeks, which is highly unusual, and he needs to know that she's okay and that the temple is all right.
Okay.
When will we be leaving?
You can leave as soon as the ship is ready. I'd prefer if you left today, to be honest.
You were really
Sounds
trusting
good.
us, I guess.
Yes, really? Otherwise I would have had to try and hire another mercenary group
And no one's as good as us, I understand.
Yes, of course. Once you've figured out what's happened, come back, you can find me above Larry's general store We've got a little office there, so you can find me there. I've got baseball
Larry.
Yeah. Oh, Larry, yes. And you can update me on the mission there and collect your pay. Just let old Larry know that you are a friend of Miriam.
Okay.
He will let you up into the base.
Miriam?
Miriam.
Okay. Do we know Miriam?
No.
Does Miri mean anything to us?
Are we friends with Miriam?
Does anybody have history or arcana?
I mean, we all have something.
Sorry, do you have
mean
proficiency in history?
I have
or
neither
arcana?
of those.
No.
Wait, I've been working really hard to make sure that I was covering all the bases.
I have Arcana.
Okay, roll me an
I
arcana
should
check,
take
please.
history. Damn.
Ooh, an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
First roll of the game!
Very good roll. So Miriam is an ancient silver dragon
Oh.
that is known as a guardian dragon.
Oh, wow.
Is this related to him being Silver Dragonborn,
No, it makes
or
sense.
his grandmother?
It's not particularly clear.
Okay.
He simply told you to ask for Miriam. So
So
Miriam
Larry's
was
child.
an ancient silver dragon that sort of warded over Pearlmire for a long time and
Oh.
protected Pearlmire for external influences for a long time. Although she is believed to be dead. She is long
okay.
dead.
Okay.
Absolutely random tidbit, but I love it. Fascinating.
Friend of Miriam.
Friend of Miriam.
Kind of similar to Friend of Dorothy.
So you will head out today then?
Sure.
Yep.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, so there is a ship waiting for you at the old pier in the dock district. Again, you would know exactly where that is. It's the oldest and least maintained docks of Dusttown, but also the cheapest dock at.
Sounds great.
Ursula would tell you that there is a captain under the name Lee Smudge.
These are great names.
Great
Thank
names.
you. That has he has arranged to take you across to Little Shark on his boat.
Okie dokie.
How long would the journey to Little Shark take? I'm assuming between Kai and Ayrshire. That would be
It's about that
pretty,
much.
pretty common knowledge. Can you give me that in time?
One hexagon.
Is it one hexagon? So one hexagon by walking takes half a day. One hexagon by boat takes maybe a quarter day, I think. Is that how I did it again?
It's in the
God.
handout, isn't it?
I think it's in the handout, yeah.
Languages.
2 hexes can be traversed by walking roads on the day. 4 if riding. So riding and ships count as the same time. So you can traverse 4 hexes in a day on a ship.
So about 6 hours.
So it'll take about 6 hours to get to Little Shark.
Great, if we set off now, we can be there before dark.
Yep.
It's quite early in the morning still, so you can be there
Yeah, it's
early
like
afternoon.
8 a.m. or something.
Yeah. Mid-afternoon, still plenty of daylight to see.
Solid.
Plenty.
Wonderful.
Pop back, grab our stuff in. Bounce.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Is that a thing people say in ye olden times? Do we bounce?
Do we bounce?
Doth we bounce to yon nearest island?
What is this bounce?
Rebound.
Usho is delighted that you have accepted, and you see he'd start to gather up his stuff as well, because he's obviously rushing off to something else as well.
Do we know what the order of, or like the group of the Light Ravens are about? Would you tell us much about them, or do we know much about them?
Do you think you would have asked him about the Light Ravens much?
Yeah, I think upon conclusion of the first job, I think given that we were hired to do something for the temple of a good god, I think the curiosity would have been piqued, like, is there a connection to Knights of Ash, because Bahamut's one of their deities?
Okay.
Does it just kind of do this sort of stuff for all gods and temples? Yeah.
So the general knowledge that is, like, anybody in the area of the Sapphire Coast would know is the Light Ravens are a good group that operate in all of the cities and towns in the local area, working towards simply peace. So they are very, what's the right term? Unaligned to any deity, to any ruling faction faction. They're not under the control of any army or anything like that. They are a group of what's essentially volunteers, although they do have a pay system and stuff so they can live. Things like that. That choose to try and do good in the world, but not necessarily under a banner of particular note. In terms of affiliations, they all have lots of different affiliations. If you spent a bit of time chatting to Ursho, he would have told you that he does follow the faith of Bahamut, but not particularly strictly. His life is devoted to light ravens as opposed to worship kind of things. But he does say his nightly prayers to Bahamut.
Okay.
They don't solely take in people of religious beliefs. It's anyone and anybody that wants to try and help protect the world, as it were, and help lift up the downtrodden and rid the world of oppression and things like that. So what he's asking you to do with like the raids and stuff like that is there's something wrong. There are lots of places getting raided. There's more pirates in the area, that kind of thing. He wants to try and put a stop to that. So he's hiring people to go and put a stop to that.
Don't know why you're looking at me.
Yeah, so it's not religiously affiliated specifically, and it's not affiliated to any particular city or ruling. What's the right term for that?
Faction?
Yeah, faction is a good idea, because they're not all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a very open group. It's just trying to do good and trying to use resources across multiple different bases of operations to shuffle things and make sure that they can do good in places that they are needed.
Gotcha.
Very honourable folks.
They're trying their best.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, so swinging back by the ye old jellyfish inn, is there anything in particular you want to do there? Just grab your stuff.
Grab stuff.
Grab
Say
stuff.
goodbye.
Say goodbye. Miri would wish you a safe and pleasant journey, having no understanding what you're doing, but happy to see you and happy to have you back soon.
Yep. We should be back in like a few days. We just need to check, they're alive or something.
Oh, well, I hope they are.
Yeah. That's the hope.
Oh, yeah, and I hope you come back alive as well.
Thanks.
Aww.
See you later.
That's so sweet.
I like you alive.
Yeah. It's my favourite state of being. I've been like this my whole life.
Have you now?
Most of it.
Okay, so heading down to the dock district, you head down to the old pier quite easily with Kai's instructions of where to go, even if it may still be a little rickety down the streets and stuff with your sort of 5-legged race situation.
I think we've sobered up. We
I
can
know
just
we're
walk.
7-legged race now.
7-legged race.
Yeah.
to-
Nobody can get past us on the street. We're so annoying.
To the harbour master's house,
Cool.
where you would find a very tired, unimpressed looking human bald male sat behind a desk, just head in hands, and as you approach, doesn't open his eyes, doesn't acknowledge you.
Just knock on the table in front of him. We're here to meet
Lee Smudge.
Smudge.
Lee Smudge.
Mr. Smudge.
Last one on the right.
Thanks.
Okay.
Enjoy your nap.
Closes his eyes.
It's very early.
Stops focusing.
Is he hungover?
What's your passive investigation?
Oh.
Passive investigation 12. Passive insights 14.
Okay. I wouldn't have said it seems like he is. There's no like stench of alcohol coming off of him or anything like that, and he doesn't seem to be like squinting in the midday and the early morning sun or anything like that. He just doesn't care.
Cool.
Customer service.
Love it. Respect it.
Yeah.
But heading down to the last ship on the right, you would see this very large freight ship. It is a double-decker freight ship. This is something you would know, with like 3 sails, I think is the right terminology.
3 masts.
Masts, yeah. I'm not great with ships. I spent a long time researching ships for this and I still don't understand. But you'd see like a group of 4 individuals scurrying around, sort of loading the ship up with crates and barrels and stuff like that, and a fifth gentleman would be leaning on the ship's wheel.
Are they dressed like a captain?
Yeah.
Do they have a hat?
They have a hat. Yes, the one leaning against the wheel has a hat.
That's what I'm thinking.
Nice. I think this is a guy.
I think I have a hat for formal occasions.
Is it a tricorn one?
Of course.
Excellent.
What other hat would you have?
Yes.
When we're exclusively RPing scenes where we're on the sea, can you wear it in real life?
In real life.
In real life.
Yeah, we've got a tricorn hat through the back.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
Just don it.
But yeah, do any of you want to approach?
Seems more your area of expertise.
Give him a wave when we come on. Probably tell him that we're here.
Okay.
You know, you need to know who's on your boat so you can leave.
That's fair. Yeah. So waving up at him, you'd see this is an older male human, bald again, but he is quite cheery in disposition and would wave back to you and would come down the gangway to have a natter to you and say, "Hello."
Hello. We're here for Hugin.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the human freight, I guess. Yes.
Excuse me?
What?
I don't usually do passengers.
I think
Okay.
you're not human.
Nope.
No, it was
Sorry, yeah, and the terminology would be like person freight.
Yes.
People
Humanoid.
freight. Humanoid freight, yes.
Which is still very human-centric.
I don't usually take passengers.
Yeah,
Okay.
gotcha.
Good. That's what I hoped you meant.
Yes.
But yes,
You're humanoid?
I am indeed. I have
you're all
2 arms and 2 legs.
right?
Yes.
Well, I meant like human-esque and not like a gnome.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Ursula sent you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, we're just loading up the last of the actual freight, and then we can head off.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Yeah?
Great.
Yeah, you good to go now?
Yeah.
Yeah, good to go whenever.
Oh, awesome. Well, do you want to help with crates then?
Sure.
Go quicker?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Also, whilst we do that, what do you know of Little Shark? Anything that we should maybe get from someone who frequents more often? I don't know how often you've been.
I live there.
You live there?
That's where I'm from.
How
You're from
we
Little
know
Shark?
each
Yes.
other?
Oh, nice.
This has never come up.
It's been a week. I don't know where you're from. You live outside of Dust Helm on a
Yeah.
farm, that's all I know.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from there.
Oh, that's
I think we're good.
so
On the
convenient.
inside.
Do you know Cliffnook? The village?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I'm so sorry to bother
Villages
you
are
about this.
called-
I will now grow
I think I said
exclusively.
Snowport because it was the only one on the map with a name.
That's fair. So Snowport is the capital town,
Yeah.
as it were. Cliffnook is quite a small village that's maybe a couple of hours up the coast.
Yeah.
Walking.
We've been there once or
Yeah.
twice.
There's not much there. It's more like a gathering of buildings with a temple kind of thing, as opposed to having something that you would visit.
What else don't I know about you?
Probably so much.
Okay. I'm determined to find it all out.
Cool. What's my favorite color?
Blue.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
shout.
Both say that!
Very solid aesthetic for my character.
It's the color of the sea was my logic.
That was my logic too.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway.
You got insight.
Yeah,
Well
we're
done.
basically best buds already. It's fine.
So, spending the next maybe hour with the crew, loading up the last of the crates and stuff like that. The majority of the stuff going onto the ship is food, in terms of Dust Helm is quite a large farming community and things like that, and you would know that Little Shark has very little farming on it because it does not have access to that kind of land. The majority of the agricultural stuff out there is like sheep and other stuff that can live off of hard tufts of grass, so goats and things. So there's a lot of wheat, there's a lot of grain, there's a lot of flour going across. There's some other stranger stuff like boxes of clothes and things like that. There's a crate of apples. And throughout this hour of like lifting crates and helping direct them and stuff like that, you would get to know the crew a little bit more. So there's Lee himself, and then there's 4 other crew members: Billy, Nuck, Jeremy, and Denny.
Germany?
Yeah,
Jeremy.
is that what you said?
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I also
Okay.
heard Germany.
I heard an N in that word.
I may have panicked slightly halfway through it.
So that
Sorry,
was-
Billy, not Jeremy, and
Denny.
Denny.
Yeah, so you've got Billy, human male, Nuck, a Goliath female, Jeremy, who's a halfling male, and Denny, a human female.
I will forget all
Billy,
of that, but I've
not
got their names
Denny.
down or something.
Did you say 3 or 4 people?
4.
Billy, Nuck, Denny, and
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy!
Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy!
Oh, Jeremy. No, I'm afraid he's not that kind of Jeremy.
That's fair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't get it, but it's fine.
And Escape the Lockkeep?
Plucky.
Yeah.
Traps.
Traps guys, Jeremy.
God, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yes.
Traps, Beast companion.
Yeah.
That was
Ah,
it, yeah.
incredible.
Mm.
So Lee
Soy.
would tell you that the crossing to Little Shark is quite dangerous at this time of year, as it is
Ooh.
harpy season. So
Oh, boy.
Hell yeah.
he does warn you to keep an eye out for harpies as they make the crossing.
Mhm.
Don't need to do anything about it, just look at them.
It's like bird watching, but slightly more extreme.
He would request that you tell the crew if you do see one, as opposed to just watching it come closer, so that they can slightly prepare.
To check myself like some like cotton wad that can like jam in my ears, check the crossbow, like
Would you know to do that?
Yeah, that's
That's
a
good
good
point, that's a good
question.
Based on what I know about your backstory, you've never been to sea before,
no.
No, I'm not either.
so you don't know that.
I'll
Okay.
give them a heads up.
What if we get
What's a harpy?
I'm thinking a harpy is like a woman with wings. Is that the same in D&D?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a woman with wings.
Happy.
Okay.
Wait, no, is the cotton in the ears, is that not sirens?
But they also have a
No,
lovely
it's
song.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
Women with wings? Are they
Yeah.
dangerous?
Wings and claws. And very good singing.
Oh.
Maybe like shove something in your ears and it's a whole like hypnosis
Oh.
kind of deal.
Okay, they're not friendly, they're hostile.
No, yes.
Okay.
They look like people, they're not people.
Okay. I mean, that covers a broad range of everything.
They're not people intelligent?
I think they must be.
You would know that they are
Or, I don't know.
sentient creatures. They are capable of making choices. They are capable of speech, and such.
So they're just all assholes.
Yeah,
This
kind
is just
of.
how their society
Yeah.
functions.
Yeah, they don't
We get in the way
care
of them.
about your society. They just
Yeah, they just
know they can take shit from it.
they will try and steal everything, maybe attack people.
Okay, so we should be prepared to defend ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Lee would tell you that the crossing itself is going to take approximately 8 hours
Okay.
due to the small size of his ship and the fact that he is trying to avoid the main shipping lanes that the Order of Iron uses because he doesn't want to run into their ships.
Oh, understandable.
So he's
Okay.
taking a slightly roundabout route that's going to take just a little bit extra longer to avoid the shipping lane. But it will still give you plenty of daylight this evening.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we are reasonably capable at defending the ship if any harpies are to make an appearance.
Yeah. We'll see. They don't often attack. They just sometimes do. And it is harpy season, so...
Something makes me think like
Whatever would you say that for? The season of the harpy. Yeah, so piling onto the ship, and you'd see the crew would take up their usual positions of whatever crew on ships do.
Tie things,
There's
tacking
lots of
is a
ropes
thing.
and
Yeah.
things, and somebody steering and stuff like that. I did a lot of research. That doesn't mean I understand ships. Most of that research was ship combat for D&D because that was what we needed.
I keep on thinking with
When
my
we
friends.
were when we were loading stuff onto the ship.
Yes.
All the times I was doing it with people under the guise of like chatting and getting to know them, it's entirely because I couldn't lift a box on my own.
That's very sweet.
I think Nuck would probably pair herself with you a lot more frequently as she works that out,
She's
and
a
she can
Goliath
lift
one.
almost anything that they're packing with one hand anyway. So she's
I'm helping so much.
At one point, we see your feet are fully off the ground as you're helping.
Nuck's just carrying you and the box up the gangway. But yeah, you would be on the ship for the next wee while. Is there anything in particular that you want to do whilst on the ship proper? You have 8 hours on a ship.
Help with ship things.
Help with ship things. Okay.
I know how ships go.
They would really appreciate that. There's not a lot to do in terms of maintenance and stuff like that. Oh, the ship's name is called the Leaky Tub.
Oh, God!
Yes.
This does not bode well.
Why? It is an older ship, but it is very well maintained. It's obvious that Lee puts a lot of effort into keeping this thing afloat. In terms of like general running of the ship, it's very smooth between the 5 of them, but with the addition of an extra hand, it obviously runs a bit smoother and there's less running about, perhaps like that. I imagine this is all very disconcerting to you, as you've maybe been on like a rowboat on a pond or a lake before.
I think a lake would be the biggest body of water he's ever seen. Or and he's like, in the wild. He's a competent swimmer. But like the open sea,
Can you
I
swim?
never thought about it before.
he'd be like probably like up at the prow, kind of not quite like full Titanicing it, but just kind of like amazement at like that's more water. That is the horizon.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long way.
I do not fully know the maths about what you can see in the distance, but you would not be able to see Little Shark as you set off.
It does technically depend on the curve
Oh,
of the
yes.
Earth. Which
So, Alex, is this planet a
what shape
globe?
is the planet, Alex?
I don't want to have this discussion! You can't see Little Shark as you set off, it's too
I'm
misty.
still really hoping it's a cone.
It's curved somehow. If we can't see Little
cone?
Shark.
Yes.
Rosie wants it to be a cone so that it's curved, but then there's also a flat
There's
Earth
2
on the
separate
other side.
civilizations.
Does that mean that there's also like an apex of the cone? It's like the North Pole, and it's also where like
So one person can stand on top of that if
one
they're very
person.
careful.
How does gravity work? Never mind.
No, these are all things we expect you to think of.
After a couple of hours, like the mainland would disappear behind you as well. So I imagine that is quite strange for you to be completely surrounded by just ocean.
Sounds pretty
I think I'd like go up to the crow's nest to like see if I could see land in any direction at this point.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Okay.
There's a point on actual real Earth called Point Nemo. You can carry on. This is just a fun fact. And when you're at it, you're so far away from all other land masses. The closest thing is the moon.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure
cool.
it was like,
Yeah.
International Space Station.
or maybe it's the space
The
station.
next nearest human being would be an astronaut.
It was
in
something in
space.
space instead of like an actual
Just-
continent.
That's so cool.
Yeah, or if it's big enough for it to be the moon.
Yeah,
The space station.
That's a 14 perception.
14, okay.
Also, it's Nemo,
So I
like
think for
the
the first,
fish.
if you stay up there for some time, for the first wee while, there wouldn't be much. There'd be a fair few ships. You can see a couple of miles off to the south. So if we're looking at the map,
Show the map to the camera.
yes, that's a good idea.
Lovely hand-drawn map.
By
Sapphire
Isla.
Coast.
you go.
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
It's in one of our promo videos as well, if you want to get a closer look at it on our social media pages. So you're starting off in Dusthelm. The main shipping route comes out of Dusthelm straight across and then follows down into the Diamond Isles. Lee is taking you slightly further up the coast and then across to avoid this main shipping line here.
Is this?
So
Is that
Snowport
Snowport?
is the little house, and then you said it was north of Snowport, so it'll be like up here-ish somewhere. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I just... Is that where I put Snowport?
I think so.
Sure.
Here's where it is now.
Come on, open. I don't have the map open. Oh yeah, it's on that side.
Yeah.
So Cliff Nook is on the nearer coast, so it's actually close to where that mark is.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's
Handy.
a little cliff. I just drew a little cove kind of thing, just for funsies.
Yeah, I think I sent you the more detailed map didn't I, that had Cliff Nook marked on it, and Cliff Nook is about here.
Oh, cool. That little cove is where we're
How
going.
handy.
I forgot
Yeah.
to know what was on the far side. I don't know why I forgot that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Maybe I've not... Oh, no, wait, no, because if that's like... Yeah. I was going to say maybe I've not been there if it's the opposite side of the island, but also it's the closest place to get ships, so...
It's also not that big of an island. You've probably been everywhere on it at least once. So taking this slightly north arcing path, you can see the shipping lane further south with much larger freight ships going backwards and forwards on it. And you can see that they all bear the mark of the Order of Iron, the mercenary group that acts as sort of the policing force or guard force for Dusthelm. Yeah, but land wouldn't be immediately in sight. Do you spend a bit more? Do you stay up in the Crow's Nest?
I'm gonna give myself a quick constitution check here. I think I'm not too seasick after this.
Okay.
So I think I'd stay up there and just kind of like feel the rocking of the ship.
After another couple of hours, you would see a shape start to appear in front of you, looming up out of the sea, and you can see this sort of like rocky formation in the middle of the ocean.
Lando.
Who are you calling a hoe?
I read it in a book once. I thought Sailor said that.
Is there anything that Polly would have been doing in this time?
I think that Polly was really like all set on this and was like, gonna go help people with my new best friends. Still a little bit buzzed from the mimosas this morning. And it wasn't until they cast off and the boat was actually going and she couldn't go back. She was like, oh no.
I'm on a boat!
And it's not like she's seasick, but it's just a very different experience for her. So I don't think she's helping, but with things that are like maybe in cover, so she doesn't need to look outside and remember that she's on water.
Like the vastness rather than actually ill.
Yeah, she's just like, this is real big.
So there's like a lower deck where all the cargo is stored and
Yes.
stuff like that. You could be like checking the cargo down there and just little loops around it.
Absolutely. I have a wee nosy to distract myself.
Okay.
I'll go check in on both of them occasionally. Like,
One
are you
of-
good?
Are you
one has gone
okay?
all the
No,
way
I'm
up.
having a panic attack, not seasick.
Nobody's fallen overboard.
Still on the boat.
I'm worried about my bag. Alex is still the real fear that I'm going to get this bag wet.
Is it wet or just like fully like if you spill a glass of water on it?
If I spill
would
the
you-
glass, it's probably fine, but if I'm not going to get anywhere near the water with this thing. I'm so nervous.
If you submerge it,
Yes,
you're going to have
we're going to be in
problems.
some trouble.
How big is the bag?
Could I drain it like a
I was
bath?
imagining a satchel.
Yeah.
What was
pretty
the
much.
question, sorry?
I will so the bag is porous, to be clear.
So the bees
Like,
could
is it
breathe.
So
It's
I
bigger than
just,
this.
I
but like,
actually said it has
but, like-
bees in it.
I think we have.
if there was a big tub of water and I put the bag in there and it's porous, would it just all be drawn into the bag? Like how much water could it fit?
How much water fits in a bag of holding?
I believe it does have a
They're
volume.
10 foot by 5 foot.
But it's already occupied with so much other stuff, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how much. This is
Anyway,
I'm unclear on how
it's
much
very-
water would draw in.
It's
But it's-
hypothetical.
food for thought.
It would definitely be enough to kill the bees
Yes.
and destroy their home.
And
Don't do it.
unsurprisingly, I'm just staying away from water.
Okay.
I had never considered these implications before.
You never needed to.
I mean, Rosie had, but Polly hadn't. So.
That's very fair. Okay, so with those few, I'd say that maybe like 3 to 4 hours have passed of like you constantly like wearing a circle into the
I think
cargo
I do just
bay
sit down after a while, and I'm just like,
Does anyone have playing cards?
It's fine.
you helping out with the crew and doing like
Wellness checks.
welfare checks with your other teammates, and you're like in the crow's nest, like, wow.
Yeah, they're enjoying it and mulling over the follow the Silver Raven direction that Joris gave us there. I think Adolin's switched on enough to realise that he was speaking to a Light Raven who was a Silver Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And can kind of piece that together.
Yay!
This
You
seems,
did good.
this seems to be the job.
You never know when you give players like hints that like do a thing.
Full disclosure, I don't think I clicked on that. So there you go.
God damn it.
Thank you, Will, for explaining it.
Okay, so yelling out land ho to the entire ship, you see Lee, who's doing like the driving of the ship, the steering of the ship, would pull out a telescope and peer through it in the direction that you're sort of waggling your hand. And he's like,
Pointing?
sort of. That's Tooth Rock. We need to pass it to get to Cliff Nook. It's a
Okay.
marker.
Oh.
Okay.
We got another 4 hours, mate.
It is a big land. It is a big rock.
It's definitely above water
And not a ship.
and not a ship.
Okay.
Have these people ever been on a boat before?
No.
Oh my god.
I hear yelling and I'm like, are we almost there? Come above board. I'm like, oh god!
Halfway. It's halfway.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it is land.
In a sense.
It's
Okay.
rock.
In a sense.
It's a rock. No one lives there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is just a cluster of really quite like tall, sharp rocks that jump up out of
What
the
did you
ocean.
say they were called?
Tooth Rock.
Cute.
They're called Tooth
Because
Rock.
they look like little teeth.
They do
Yeah.
look like little cheeks. Yes, it's one of the markers that Lee uses. So he knows he goes up the coast to where he thinks Tooth Rock is, and then goes
Along.
west to Tooth Rock and goes, yes, I am here, adjusts his course and keeps going, kind of thing, because obviously he can't do it by the stars at the moment, because he's not sailing at night.
Logical.
You are below deck.
Oh no, I came because I thought we were there.
Okay, so everyone is above deck at
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
Okay, can I get everyone to make me perception checks then, and can you do it with advantage?
First proper
Sure.
roll.
A bit higher.
No.
Perception.
Does anybody think proficiency in this skill?
No. 17.
Yeah, but my wisdom's just not great. 14. Oh.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
Hey!
Thank you for the advantage.
You're very welcome.
17.
17 and a 14.
14.
Okay.
22 on that 20.
Nice.
22 overall. Thank you. So,
Good dice. Good dice. Well done. Well done.
dice. So, you see Lee would steer it, maybe a little unnervingly to you, but like quite normally for you. He would aim himself at Tooth Rock with the idea that he is slightly further south than he'd want to be. So he's like shuffles himself up, so he's coming into line with Tooth Rock with the idea that he'll then like pass it as a really good marker. And as he gets closer and closer to the rock, when it gets to maybe like 60 foot out, he swings the ship round so it's facing more towards west and heading out towards Little Shark. And you start to see like creatures above the rocks circling. And I think quite obviously you would see them first, of these large like winged creatures flapping around the rocks. And I think maybe for a little bit, just out of inexperience of anything to do past the mainland, you just sort of watched and be like, birds! This is wonderful! There's a bird colony!
There's Silver Raven up there.
Yeah.
A silver raven! And you'd see these shapes would start to detach from the rocks proper and head towards you. And as they get closer and closer, and you're maybe like pointing them out, the rest of you see them, and you very clearly go,
It's not a bird.
it's not a bird!
Why do those birds have arms?
It's not a bird.
What is it?
Take a guess.
I'm gonna go for initiative just now.
What?
So everyone, please roll me initiative.
We're gonna fight this albatross.
This albatross, yes please.
17.
Initiative.
A boat.
It's a boat.
It's a boat.
No.
Oh, such a nice boat.
Such a nice boat.
Inventory's
So this can be Lee up here.
We've got a big hat.
He does have a big
I
hat.
love
a
it.
really big hat.
A spectacular cap's hat.
Spectacular captain's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mark these beforehand. I should have done that. So this is Lee.
Captain.
Captain. If you guys want to take your miniatures and place them on the map where you think you'd be stood.
Your guy.
Oh, thank you very much.
Guy.
Thank you.
Guy.
So a door would be like here or
Or
here.
here. I probably am here. Or maybe on the steps.
Hmm.
Can we get a telescopy thing so he can be in the crow's nest?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
How high up is it?
Oh, this is cool.
I don't know how high a ship's mast usually is, but I'm gonna guess at 20 feet.
I feel like that's more than 20. 20 feet
maybe.
is this much.
I'm okay
20
with
feet is
just
4 squares, yeah?
representation.
A bit more than that.
1, 2, 3. We'll call that 3. Let's say
Yeah.
that. That.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
nailed it. Good job.
I have a blue tack.
Thank you.
So you
And
fall out.
we have 3 masts. Center mast.
The centre mast for the
Oops.
thing. So
I'll let you.
Yeah, that's all 4.
This is very.
Yeah, I made these.
Cool, I'll be
pictures.
over here then.
I'm glad that I got some use. You're so high up.
Oh, there's the front mast. I can only see the 2 on the lower deck.
Cantrip. Level 1.
come on. There we go.
Is that Nook?
Yeah, they should have all the names written on them in my handwriting. So good luck.
You have legible handwriting.
Thank you.
That's good.
Are warlock spell slots only for warlock spells, or could I use it for...
Use it for
Or can they be vice versa? I can use it
I've
for... I
checked
don't remember.
this. I checked this before.
yeah,
Yeah.
because they
They don't
don't.
know the spell.
Yeah, it's not. The only difference is they don't count as spell castings. It's packed magic.
Cool.
So anything that specifies spell casting in the wording, it doesn't count towards, but you can still use the spell slots for other spells.
Yeah.
Cool.
I remember.
It's been a hot minute since I've been multiple spell thingies.
Oh, we got a sneak peek now. We know at least one person's. I mean, obviously, Adolin is a cleric.
Can I get everyone's initiatives, please? Anybody from 15 to 20?
17.
19.
19.
Ooh.
So
The nat 20 helped. Even if you don't know what a harp is.
Apparently.
what did you get again? Sorry.
17.
17.
You look not happy with your roll.
It makes a lot of sense.
You're suddenly seasick now that you've come up.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, did I drop 2?
Where did I write my rage? Oh, that's touch. That's not helpful. That's not helpful.
I thought you said rage, and I was like, oh my god, how many multi-classes are there?
Yeah, I think maybe I'm not going to use a touch spell for this.
Anything from 15 to 10? Okay. What did you get, Rosie?
I got a 7.
A 7.
Well done.
Okay.
Did the bees have an initiative?
No,
No, they act on your turn.
they're my buddies.
Yeah, 11.
Weapons.
Okay, awesome. So first up is so the harpies are still quite far out, so I haven't put them on the map yet.
How far out is far?
We are talking. Where the heck is my thing?
Where are my draw sections? There.
They are approximately 90 feet out currently.
Cool.
90 feet.
Yes.
I'd like. Oh,
Okay, so that's like disadvantage crossbow.
Okay, so the crew is up first. They got a damn good initiative roll.
Well done, crew.
Good job.
So all of them are going to hold actions until the harpies get to range.
That's reasonable.
None of them have anything that can hit a harpy at 90 feet. So you see everyone with the exception of
Cap.
what is halfling called it? Jeremy. Everyone except Jeremy holding harpoons. Germany has a short bow.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. So they are all going to hold actions. Next up is Adolin. So you've got 90 feet.
90 feet. Okie dokie. Adolin, I think he can gauge the distance reasonably well. Sat up in the crow's nest. He's going to unsling his heavy crossbow and shout down like, "They're definitely bad, right?" He sees all the harpoons and right, they're coming to attack us.
Very probably, almost definitely.
Yeah. Harpies don't usually.
They're not
communicate.
here to make small talk.
Okie dokie then. And he's going to aim his heavy crossbow and fire at the nearest harpy.
Yeah, sure. That'll be harpy number 1.
Harpy number 1. Short range on the crossbow is 100 feet, so I think we're good.
Yeah, that works.
Nice. Okay.
Roll me an attack.
Oh, different types of crossbows.
That's going to be an 18.
An 18 will hit.
Damn, your modifiers are awesome.
Archery fighting style.
Oh, of course, that makes so much
A little
sense.
bit extra. On hit, I'm going to use one of the survival knacks to tag this as my favourite foe.
Okay.
Excellent.
Mark that off. So RP number 1 is under the effect of that. Does it happen to have any damage, resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities? Nope. Quite a mundane creature.
That's good to know.
Smashing. Wicked. So with the heavy crossbow, that's going to be D10, and favourite foe is a D4.
Okay.
For a total of, I think that's going to be 11 damage.
11 damage, a good chunk of damage.
Oh, this is the one thing about the mystery that we got to miss out on, was just me paused doing maths. So I'm not looking forward to that, God.
Anything else, Adam?
Can I tell from here if that was like a good hit? Is it like...
Your crossbow bolt thudded into the harpy and it squawked very unhappily.
It didn't just drop into the sea
It
dead.
did not drop.
No.
into the
Oh,
sea.
that would have been nice.
I think you'd be a bit worried by that, and then hastily start reloading.
Fair enough.
But no, the whole position in the crow's nest.
Okay. Kai.
Cool. I'm gonna shout to you, hey, that was a good hit. I have a
Aw.
bardic inspiration.
Thank you!
It's a D6.
Awesome!
And I'll shoot an Eldritch Blast at the one that was already hit, I guess?
That's the nearest one, number 1.
Yeah. Oh dear. I'm thinking that's almost, an 8.
I'm afraid that isn't a hit, no. So that
Just barely
blast
a
will
miss.
just scoot over its head.
Oh no.
Cool.
Anything else?
Say where I am.
Okay.
The little blast, it looks like a cool little tentacle but made of water.
Through the air.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Very
that's
cool.
Okay. So next up we have the first harpy.
Oh no.
All the harpies are
Oh.
actually gathered next to each other anyways, in the initiative order.
Oh, and that was...
So
Very convenient.
very convenient. No. Okay.
Here come the harpies!
Here come the harpies. Yes, I'm going to scoop this backwards slightly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
I'm not actually using it
I
just
mean, you
now.
can use this side if you want.
No, well, they're coming from this direction.
Yes, DM.
We could say this closer to
one
us.
Gets there.
Oh, they're numbered. Excellent.
They are numbered, yes. So when I'm telling you you're hitting harpy number 1, harpy number 1 is numbered as number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 and then number 3.
That one looks different.
Actually, sorry.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they got very close very fast.
They have quite a good fly speed.
Number 3 is really lagging.
Yeah.
So
Slacker.
the
That's
first
what it is.
2, number 1 and number 2 have dashed. Number 3 has used its movement and is then going to use its action to do its luring song.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, probably should have
Covered our
shoved something in
ear.
my ears. Yeah.
Every humanoid within 300 feet of the harpy that can hear the song.
It's so
Can you
funny.
please make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, here we
Are
go.
we being charged?
Yes.
Cool.
Does that change something?
I have advantage.
Okay.
As half elf.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take the first one. What were we rolling?
Wisdom.
saving
Wisdom.
throw.
16.
13.
19. Okay, those are all passes.
Oh,
Yay.
okay.
Okay, and then I need to roll for the crew and captain.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
We were all like, we need to remember to cover our ears, and then nobody did.
Nobody
Yeah.
did!
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, the crew and captain have failed.
Oh no!
Oh,
All of them.
Oh god.
Are you doing like one roll for all of them?
One
Is
roll
that-
for the crew, one roll for the captain.
Oh dear.
Okay.
No.
Well, we might be sailing the
Guys.
ship home on our own.
Dear.
Are you having a great first journey on a boat?
First time at sea.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, apparently the driver is about to leave the wheel, so we shall see.
We shall see.
We shall
indeed.
see with an
But
SEA.
that is the harpy's turn. It is now play.
Right. I am gonna. Oh yeah, I'm looking in the right direction. Thank you, Isla. These things are actually really cool all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So that changes some of my thoughts and feelings.
It's like 40 feet.
No, I think I'm actually going to do. I'm going to open my bag
Okay.
with my action and just
Bees!
like just an absolute mass of bees explode out of that. Maybe I'm giving them like a little shake first to get them a little bit angry, but in like a nice affectionate way. I'm not like
I love you.
I'm like, hey,
Go.
hey guys, I need you to be buzzy, please.
Get
And then I
hyped.
open it and they blast out and they kind of swirl around and they just kind of keep centered around me and swirling over me and crawling about over my like
Ugh.
my person.
I hate
And
it.
This is very close to body horror.
What my logic is, well, not my logic, but like so I now at least the buzzing is distracting from the lovely singing as well. I could be like, no, I'm gonna listen to the buzzes. Maybe I could have two of them just like crawl and just sit in either ear. So they're just buzzing really loudly. Just
How have you made this
I
disgusting?
didn't mean to make it freaky. I'm
You've made it
sorry.
so bad.
Putting bees in your ears.
I said next to my ear. I think this is adorable.
Okay, so that was your action to deploy the bees.
The bees have been
Deployed.
The bees have been deployed. Yes, that is my release bees action. And I am going to use my bonus action to maybe grab from a pouch just around my waist and touch a handful of stones and cast magic stone on them, which is cantrip.
Okay.
Nice.
Because I don't have anything else to do with it. I think.
Yeah.
I will, I guess, remain hunkered right there. I don't really understand what's going on with the song and things like that, and I have no way of knowing the other fucked it. So, so yeah, I'm gonna stay exactly where I am.
Okay.
I love the expression beefed it. They beefed their saving throws.
There.
So it is now the crew's turn.
Oh dear.
And they are all going to start making their way. So
No.
Oh, no.
God.
going to get there, then make a saving throw. She doesn't make.
Oh no!
Oh
So-
god.
Who's that?
This is Billy.
Billy!
Billy is
Billy,
going
no.
to climb over the edge of the ship
Billy!
and jump in the water.
Billy.
No, Billy!
This is Denny.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, and he's going to attempt to jump.
I love the idea that he was like, I'm not jumping from this height. I'm going down the stairs first.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a barrier there. It's a handrail for the stairs. But Denny has saved successfully, so Denny is not going to jump in.
Okay, and then he can hopefully help
Yep.
his friend.
Knock. He's going to go 5, 10, 15.
Oh, so it's moving towards them.
He's going to try and pass through Denny, 25. And get a saving throw before doing something damaging. Doesn't make it. So he's going to
Oh
jump.
dear.
Oh no!
Well,
They can all swim, right? They're sailors.
They can swim, but they're also being like charmed. So
Right.
Oh gosh.
I think in general day to day they're also not leaping overboard.
5,
All of them?
yep.
20, 25, and then attempt
What's
to
on the
jump.
other side?
Why does anybody go on a voyage
And
in
that's a
Harpy
success.
season?
So Lee is not going to jump.
I mean,
Oh,
these
good.
guys just forgot to clog their ears. The
Okay.
rookie mistake.
So-
We did as well.
So these
They didn't jump. They didn't jump. He's going to. Or?
So you don't know.
He didn't get there.
He is
To
the
even
end
try.
of his turn, so he gets.
Oh, that's
Germany
how we're
gets
spelling
to
that.
have another save.
You said
anyway.
Germany again.
I'm saying Jeremy.
You said Germany.
Jeremy.
I've not heard Germany
It's
any
all
of the
being,
time.
it's all been recorded. We can listen back to this.
Actually, yeah. So Jeremy actually saves as well at the end
Yay.
of his turn. I'm saying Jeremy.
There was an N in that one.
So two of them are
Jeremy.
still charmed and in the water. The three that are on the boat successfully saved.
So they've shaken off the effect.
Yes, and are immune
Okay.
to that harpy now.
Okay. Immune to. So it's all, and it's only in Harpy 3
Three
that's
this
tried
time.
this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're immune to the other ones
Oh, yeah.
already, or if their different melodies are more compelling, perhaps.
I still think these are big birds. So.
Adolin, is your go.
What are you gonna do against the big bird?
Burbs.
Big bird.
Which one did he hit?
Oh yeah.
Number one.
Number one.
Number
Okay.
one.
Is not how high up is number one?
They are only about maybe 10, 15 feet above the water. They're kind of skimming it.
Are they kind of like level with the side?
Yeah, I would say.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Does number one look like it's diving for the two in the water?
The two in the water have only just gone overboard, so the harpy
Okay.
hasn't really had a time to react yet.
Okay. I think since is number three still singing at this point in time?
Yes.
I'm going to take a shot at number three. See if I can shut her up.
Roll me an attack.
Another 10 for 18.
18's good, yep, that is a hit.
Nice.
Glorious.
So you
Um,
are firing at number 3.
Yep. One of my little survival knacks allows me to shift favourite foe on a hit.
On a hit. Okay.
So, same charge of it, but this will transfer favourite foe to that and allow me to apply damage.
Okay.
Beefed it. 8 damage.
8 damage, okay. And she is still standing or flying.
Cool. Is she still singing?
Yes.
Dang it! Okay. We try and shut them up.
More. Anything else, Adelaide?
Nah, I'm good up there.
Okay, Kai. It is there.
I'm gonna come a bit closer and see if they're drowning or just like
Okay.
vibing.
Fine.
There.
They're jumping up on those boxes there.
Uh,
Looking down into the water, you can see they are swimming. They're not just sort of like, and goodbye.
Alright, that's
they
an
are
issue for-
actively swimming.
Cool. That's an issue for later then. If they were drowning, I was gonna go get them.
Okay.
But they're not.
They
so.
are not, no. They are
Um,
attempting to keep themselves alive.
Cool. I'll try and shoot another Eldritch Blast. And
Yep.
hopefully roll better than a 2. Okay. That is a 16.
That's a hit on number 1.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's a D10 plus. Yeah. 13.
Very nice.
I rolled a 10.
Yes. Maximum damage.
Mm.
Anything else?
Can I try and shove something in my ears?
Do you have anything to shove into your ears?
A handkerchief?
Do you have a handkerchief?
Yes, that's just a thing people have.
Is it?
Yes. Probably. I haven't specifically listed it in my inventory, but I feel like people just have tissues and stuff on them.
I'm not sure that's as common in this sort of like medieval-esque
They're a
fantasy
very
setting.
hygienic person.
I can't think of anything I would have.
Okay,
My person has a hood. Does that count? On the mini, they have a hood.
I see, like, if you want, you can try and use your action on subsequent turns to, like, shove your hand over your ears, but
Nah,
that's an
I have
actual
advantage
action.
anyway. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Without, like, having actively prepared, taking time on the ship to prepare earplugs, I wouldn't have said so.
We should have done that.
4 hours.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, it is the harpy's turn then. 2, 3, 1. It's interesting.
Probably should have moved further away. away again. Oh well.
Number 2 is going to go here. Number 1 is going to... actually, yeah, that's a good point. Number 2 is going to go here. Number 1 is going to start singing.
I thought they already were.
No,
this
number
one
3
was.
is
Oh,
singing.
okay.
So number 1 is going to start singing, so I'm going to need wisdom saving throws from everyone again. Number 3 is going to move in as well.
I am fine.
5,
Yeah, I'm fine.
15, 20, 25,
Nice.
30, 35, 40. And number 3 is going to like alight on the deck. So like put her back claws on the deck kind of thing and turn to attack Denny.
Denny, no!
Number 1 is also going to attack Denny. And I need wisdom saves from those. Oh Christ, on a bike, okay.
Is everybody failing?
Yeah. Wisdom saves, please.
From the other one?
From youth.
Oh,
What-
just the
What did you
numbers?
roll? Yeah.
Oh, 15.
15?
20?
20?
Yeah, 20.
Awesome. Those are all saves, so you are all fine. You are not charmed. By
Hooray.
number
We're
1.
nailing this.
I didn't.
But number 3, sorry, that was Harpy number 2 that started singing. Number 1 and number 3 are attacking Denny.
Oh dear.
So
Harpy number 3 has sang. Harpy number 2 just started singing.
they both get 2 attacks each.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
So this will be number 1's attacks. Both of which are going to hit.
Oh no!
And then number 3's attack.
Who are they hitting?
Denny.
Denny on the boat.
Yes, Denny on the boat.
Standing on the block.
The other Happy's attacks both miss though.
Okay.
So two hits. 2 hits.
Denny!
Yay!
Have better armor.
3d4. Oh dear, that is enough to down Denny though.
Oh,
Denny!
God.
Oh no!
Denny collapses to the floor.
Not Denny!
Yes, Denny. Sit. There we go.
Hmm.
Okay. So that is the Harpy's turn, and we are back to Polly.
This. I have some thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Okay.
Are you going to share them
This
with the
guy's
class?
in the water.
Yes.
They're both in the water.
These guys are in the water. These guys are above.
Yes.
And you said about 10 feet above?
Yeah, 10, 15.
Okay. Which is about level to Denny.
Yes.
Okay. And this guy is
Lighted on the deck.
lighted on the deck. Okay. I am going to 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I think that this stop me if this will not work, but I think it will. I'm gonna move so I've got a better kind of like field of view.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to aim an ice knife at Harpy number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Just before I commit to this wholeheartedly, if it explodes, it's people within 5 feet, which would be this one, but these guys are too low for it to hit.
They are indeed.
Okay, cool. that's mostly what I was concerned about.
They are indeed too low in water.
I'm wondering if I can do any shenanigans to make this any better. Oh no! Oh, I have a better idea. I
Better?
forgot. Yes, I have an even
One
better
was pretty
idea.
good.
Yes, no, I have a far better idea. I'm gonna hit Harpy number 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
It might not work,
Go for it.
but if it does, it'd be awesome. With a natural 3, absolutely whiff it. So,
What do you get overall?
7. No. Yes.
Maths.
Where the fuck is my modifier? 8. There it is.
Okay, no, an 8 is going to be.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine.
So is that your action?
That's my action. The annoying thing, the very embarrassing thing is, it still takes damage from the explosion, but now Denny is absolutely going to get hit by it.
Yes.
Which was what I was trying to avoid, so... I tried...
Plan one, smart.
I tried to showboat. What could I say? We're on a boat. I had to showboat.
So you're rolling the exploding damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only a D4.
Okay.
Deck save or take 2d6.
Okay.
So 6.
It's fail from the harpy.
So 6 points
6 points.
of cool.
Harpy 3.
Thank you.
But also 6 points to Denny.
So Denny is down. So
That's
and I don't usually do death saves for NPCs.
No!
Well, if he's down, then he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed Denny!
Well, if he was down, he was already dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The harpy murdered him.
Yeah. I don't feel
Okay.
bad.
Oh.
Okay, this is fine. I mean, I feel bad that he's dead, but at least his blood isn't on my hands. That's something.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. He was salvageable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna have death saves.
Oh no, I don't usually do death saves for NPCs.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
a player character.
Cool.
Boss monster thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh no. Denny.
Denny!
I'm gonna swap out my die though, because
Yes,
that one
she
was
is
not
dead.
good. Okay.
Anything else? Bonus action.
The phrasing of the magic stone I don't think is right because it implies that you can make the attack with a bonus action as well, but I think it's just casting the spell as a bonus action and then it's an attack as an action later.
Perhaps
So
that's something we can discuss over the break.
I'm not So I'm not gonna commit to that because I would be worried I was breaking some rules.
Mm-hmm.
In which case I'm just gonna chill.
Okay.
I'm gonna hunker. I've pissed off this harpy, but
Okay. So it's going to get to the crew then, who are all charmed at the moment. So these guys are still trying to head towards Harpy 3, so they're not going to do anything because they can't get back onto the ship. And the other two are going to make the
I
rolls
feel
to
like
see
Harpies
if
have
they
higher
jump.
charisma and wisdom.
Oh boy.
never makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Like, what if I just grab people?
So those two get saved because it's the end of the turn. Oh, they both save at least.
Yay!
Huzzah!
So the two in the water are okay.
They realised that they fucked up.
They realise they had fucked up a little bit. The
We
two,
left our earplugs at the door.
Jeremy and Lee, are going to roll to say if they jump. Oops, the daisies. That didn't go down the right channel, so that gets rid. And they both save, so
Nice.
neither of them are going to jump, are now immune to Harpy number 2's scene.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I see.
That is the crew's go.
So, because we passed the save from like the third one, and was it the second one? We don't have to make the save again. It's just.
It's the
Yeah,
first one
so-
still yet to sing it though, I think.
So 3 and
get it.
2 are still singing, but like everyone has now saved from
Yeah.
them.
So one
I
is
get
gonna
it.
do a wee solo in
It
a
is
minute.
statistically likely that one will start singing at some point, yes.
Mm.
And that is the crew's go, so it's now Adolin's go.
Seeing Denny go down, he's going to panic, he's going to shout. I'm going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike.
Oh, nice.
The air around him seems to like kind of buzz with energy and speed.
Okay.
Time slows down for him. Lines up a shot on Harpy number 1.
Number 1. Okay.
Number 1, which...
Out over the ocean.
Yep. I get to make this attack with advantage, and
Okay.
if it hits, it's an extra d8 force damage.
Okay.
That's going to be 21,
That definitely hits.
and on a hit, I'm going to transfer my favourite foe back to number 1 for a total of 20 damage.
20
Shit.
damage. That is enough to kill that.
Well done.
So Harpy
Good.
number 1
Turn it,
sinks down. You can take that off the board because they are drifting down into the ocean.
Oop.
I failed to grab that. I'm sorry.
Do you want Denny?
I mean, Denny's body's still there.
True.
We need to tip him overboard.
Denny's body's not going anywhere. Anything else, Adolin?
Oh.
With the additional movement speed I get from Zephyr Strike,
Mm-hmm.
could I, in kind of like fast motion, like sling the crossbow and like climb out onto the rigging, scurry down it, and like make my way down to the deck?
Yeah, so you don't have any specific climbing abilities, do you?
I don't have a climbing speed, no.
Okay. So
like a
You have a
ladder.
falling
it's a
speed.
ladder, but
Right.
it's
It's
still
like-
quite precarious because it's not like a proper ladder.
True.
So it's a half movement, but you've got like 60 feet of movement now, don't you?
Zephyr Strike, we get an extra 30 feet. So with 60 feet of movement, even going at half speed.
You've
Yeah.
still
And it
20
was-
feet at the end of your
Nice.
at the end of getting to the bottom of the mast.
Sweet. In which case, I'll pitch up. I'll. Thank you very much.
The crow's nest just got shorter.
Behind.
We can remove the crow's nest stand.
What have
Yeah.
I done with it?
Just felled it mid combat.
They're down. They're in the water, and they're over there.
Mm-hmm.
What are you trying to
I'm gonna pitch up over here.
do?
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, flanking's a thing in your campaign.
Yes.
Okay, I need to remember that. God, I should have gotten up in its grill. I apologize.
No, it's all good. I'd actually forgotten about the flanking thing. With the crossbow slung, I dropped the deck and used an action to draw my rapier.
Yeah. Okay. Kai, it is your go.
Lots of things to do, and I don't know which one I want to pick.
Go, go, go.
How they've both been attacked? Yes.
No.
No.
No, 2 hasn't been hit yet.
Oh, okay. Oh
Two's
no, that
fine.
was one.
Yeah, 1 is
Cool.
like. Ugh. Number 2's fine.
Okay. How high up is it?
10-15 feet off the.
Oh, okay.
steep,
That's too high. Oh wait.
which puts it in roughly at the same height as you.
Oh, okay. So that's 5'10". Does a boat take thunder damage?
Yes.
Cool. I won't do that then.
Yeah.
Let's
What
not
do you
break
mean
the
the leaky tub takes thunder damage?
The boat counts as an object,
Yeah.
so it takes damage.
You bet it does.
I don't want to break the boat. I won't do that then.
Please don't break the boat up. I don't know what you're going to do if you're drowned in the first session.
I wouldn't do dissonant whispers.
Okay.
Nice.
You make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save for harpy number
2.
Harpy number 2. Wisdom saving throw. Okay. That was a natural 20.
Cool.
Oh.
It definitely saves. So
Solid.
you get half damage.
Okay, that's good. That's the bad die as well. You're a good girl.
5, 6, 7, half to
3.
Half to what harpy number was this again? Sorry.
1.
Number.
No, 2.
Number
I'm
2.
dead.
Okay. How much damage?
7, half to. I don't know which way you round.
Run down, right?
Round down?
Usually down and down.
Yeah, let's round down because then I'll run down for you guys as well.
Cool.
Yay.
Then 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Do you want a bardic inspiration?
Sure.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
How
I
many do
will
you have?
cherish this.
I have 3 total. I've used 2.
Okay. Okay, in which case we are back to the harpies' turns. Stop fighting.
Oh, I could. Never mind.
Oh,
I keep forgetting I have silvery barbs.
Oh, yes.
God.
okay,
that spell.
so
Yeah. That could have been a not a nat 20.
Yeah.
that harpy's coming
You.
there.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
Oh, I've chosen poorly.
Yeah, you've chosen funnily,
Hmm.
and I think they're both going to go.
Oh dear.
No, I think 3's going to go for you, and 2's going to go for Kai. Yeah, so 3's going to go for Fun, and 2 is going to go for Kai.
Okay.
So I'll do the
No,
attack. Adolin first.
Yep.
So they are at advantage.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
Hopefully.
How is it? Oh, because you're flanked.
2 misses, totally.
I don't think that first one's going to hit.
Armor class is 16.
Yeah, it's not going to hit on the first one. And the second one.
Miss again.
Yeah, that's another miss.
Nice.
They suck.
It's not necessarily agility on Adelin's part, it's just the complete lack of balance, lack of sea legs. Whoa! Who's
A wave
wheel?
rolls and he's
Oh,
like,
no one.
he just dodges out the way.
Oh, yeah, Lee has not managed to get back to the wheel to save it, so you're like
Oh,
slowly
shit.
steering into the rocks.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's only been
You've got
12
like
seconds.
a while yet before that's a problem. And then happy number 2 is attacking Kai.
Hi.
That first one is a 16 overall.
Hits.
A hit. And second attack is a 19 overall.
Definitely hits.
Okay, they both
Whoops.
hit. Okay, so what am I looking at here? Okay. So this is all going to be slashing damage.
Hi.
It's too late to sell those.
Yes, I rolled dice.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have lots of hit points, and this is the first time I've been hit, so like,
Yeah.
10 points of slashing damage.
it's fine.
Ooh.
Yowza.
But that is their turns.
It's only a quarter of my HP.
And we are to Polly.
Cool. This guy's got quite a bit of cover, so I'm gonna scoot all along until he doesn't anymore. Actually, if I go up, then I can get better. I can't think of where to be.
What are you trying to do?
I want to hit this guy without having to, you know what? Fuck it. No. This guy right in front of me. I've already failed at hitting him once. I'm just going to keep on hitting him. Okay,
If you're going for that one, you can go there.
it's going to be
Then-
ranged,
okay.
so...
Okay.
Is this ice knife? Is this gonna hurt?
No. No, it's fine. Hopefully it will help.
Okay.
Range attack.
Yep.
Just throwing a rock at it, but I get to add my spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
And I have, what's it, a d6 inspiration if I need it?
I believe so. You
Yeah,
said
yeah.
Bardic was a D6.
Cool. Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
yeah,
It might not even be worth it. I'm rolling so poorly.
yeah.
I mean, that's an 8.
You
With a
could.
potential, I could get up to... It's not really...
I'm not sure what we're trying to beat. Maybe like a 12.
Fuck it, it's an experiment. Why
Yeah.
not?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
13?
13 hits.
Hey! Inspiration. Mark inspiration.
Okay, amazing. I am going to... Are you going next, or is it...
It goes Polly, Crew, then me.
Yes, okay, so not these guys. I'm going to do some damage, d6 again. That is 6 points of damage, just bludgeoning damage, but it's magical,
Okay.
thanks to my magical stone.
Magical bonk.
And
Okay.
as it rushes, as I like lob this thing, off my hand comes the stone, and so do like a string of bees that just kind of fly towards it, and I'll make them do some damage as well.
Yeah.
So that's another 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay.
Aw, they did so well.
They came and they stung their little stingers into like the heels of her feet kind of thing.
Oh, no.
So she's like, ah.
They're really trying to ruffle those feathers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any movement?
I mean, I've not moved since the combat started, and it seems to be working out well for me, so
Okay.
I think we're alright.
Alright, we'll go for the crew then.
I
So-
came closer than I got hit, so
The crew are no longer charmed. Lee is going to rush
go steer the
back
boat.
up to
Is it a
here.
boat or a ship?
I don't
What
know
am I
where the
saying?
difference
It's a ship
is.
if it can carry other boats. So if it has a rowboat attached to it somewhere, or
Is
if
that
it can...
actually definition?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
We're learning so much.
Because you refer to submarines as boats because they don't have mini boats
Oh yeah.
within them.
Ah.
Huh.
And these guys are going to attempt to climb back up. So Jeremy is going to fire a bolt at number 3. Nuck and Billy are going to attempt to climb back up onto the ship, and Lee is going to start steering the ship again.
Good man, Captain.
So the two that are going to try and climb up. Neither of them make it.
No!
Oh,
The natural 1
Oh dear.
No.
and a 6.
The guy's
Oh,
drowning.
no.
So they're not drowning.
But also, like,
They are
how
not-
fast can they swim in relation to a ship?
That is a good point.
Mm.
So I feel like with that roll, Billy's fine. Billy is like hanging on to the side of the ship. Nuck probably
Uh-oh.
isn't doing
Oh
particularly
no,
well
no.
no.
Oh god.
as the ship continues to move forwards.
Okay.
And then
Do I
Jeremy is
just-
going to fire a bolt at number
This is
3.
why rope was invented, it's fine.
I can do something about Nook.
He's out of harm's way.
I was just gonna go
Shit.
get. That's the.
Oh,
Nuck's the
Goliath.
Goliath.
Goliath. I was
That's
going to
right,
say
sorry.
half orc, but that's not.
No, there was a half orc bartender earlier. So yes, Jeremy is going to hit number 3 with a little arrow
Go,
and
Jeremy.
do a
Jeremy.
little bit of damage.
Go, Jeremy.
You got this.
Ooh, that was a good bit of damage actually.
Yeah.
A good bit of damage. 7. That's something. Okay, and then we are at Adolin.
Seeing Nuck floundering and kind of like falling behind, Adolin is with the Zephyr Strike still active,
Ooh.
not going to take opportunity attacks.
Hell yeah.
As he
Nice.
straight up runs away from these two harpies.
Okay.
Excellent.
1,
Zum zum.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As he kind of like plants a foot on the gunnel,
Oh.
and looking down at Nuck, he's going to whip this kind of spearhead out into his hand that has the bracer with the length of rope around it,
Okay.
and shout catch, and he's going to try and rope whip them.
Okay.
Whoa.
They can, I guess, willingly fail this check
This grapple.
to be grappled.
I feel like not really understanding what's going on, but understanding that you're a friend is going to just be like,
Yes.
so it's going to willingly fail.
Awesome. And there's this jerk as the weight of this Goliath latches onto the end of the rope, and
Because you have wrapped her up in the rope and stuff like that
Yeah.
as part of the grapple, she can't swim anymore.
Oh.
okay.
So now you're.
So you are now her sole method of staying above water.
Can I please make an athletics check to reel her in?
You can try. Roll me
But she's drowning, she will let go, presumably.
Well, she's wrapped up in it, so it's Adolin's trace,
What?
because that's how the grappling hook works.
Oh boy.
I mean, I can release it and she gets her swimming speed back.
That's true.
So, as long as I don't go overboard with
It's
her,
fine. You're gonna roll a net
We're
20
okay.
just now. Anyway.
so
It's fine.
come on, athletics.
There you go, that's pretty good.
24.
24, okay. So Nuck is not small. Nuck
No.
is a large Goliath. So I think it would be very difficult for you to pull her up on board. But with a 24, I think that you manage to like pull her up like halfway, like the classic like wheeling in motion, and then she like wiggles an arm free and hooks up onto the top and pulls herself up.
Nice.
I got 5 feet of movement left. I'll just going to take a step back as she holds herself.
Nice.
Yes.
Very
She
wise.
is going to partially collapse over here.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Are you keeping her wrapped up?
Oh no, I retract the rope. Absolutely.
Okay, you free the grapple.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Need a grapple.
Anything else?
I don't believe so. Still concentrating on Zephyr Strike, but I didn't attack anything, so I'm out of movement. No, I think he's kind of like sitting there panting. There seems to be this like kind of weird like glow, this intensity to his eyes. He sits there like breathing heavily, having half hauled the Goliath back up into the ship.
Fair.
But he would then kind of like make sure she's okay, and kind of like run back towards the harpies.
Okay. In which case it is Kai's go.
Yes.
There is a harpy attack.
Yes. Do I want to do that maybe? Or
I'm sorry that worked.
It was awesome.
Natural 1 and you topple off the other side of the ship with it.
That would have been awesome, but in a different
No.
way.
are there lifeboats on the ship?
I'd have gone in,
Dear.
she'd be immobilised, and we'd be having a bad time. I'm getting dragged under the waves by this lunk of a Goliath. Ooh.
I don't want to do that.
Do I release you and accept my own fate?
If I release her, she can swim back up. So
And then you drown because you've never swum before.
I can tread water. I'm in light
Well,
armour.
I'm engaged. I can't just walk away.
Congratulations.
No, not unless you have an ability
No,
to do
I
so.
don't. No.
What,
You can
what would
take
you like
some
to do then?
damage.
Kai?
No, I was. If a spell is ranged, that's still disadvantage if I'm stood.
If you have to
right.
roll an attack roll.
Oh,
If it's
oh
got
yeah,
a saving
yeah,
throw, then no, there's no
yeah.
disadvantage.
Cool. I am going to cast
Mm-hmm.
Vicious Mockery.
Okay. What
Hell yeah.
do I
A
need to do?
classic.
Wisdom save, please.
Okay.
do worse than last time.
It's technically worse.
Well,
By 1 point. The natural 19 on the die.
Whoa.
stop being so good at wisdom.
These mockeries aren't very
It
vicious.
helps, like, the claw attacks aren't going particularly well. Anything else?
Nah.
Okay. In which case it is the harpies go.
Could have just disengaged and walked away. That would have been better.
Harpy number 2 is going to attack you.
Oh,
It's fine, it's fine.
I
You
could
still
also have
got
killed myself.
three
Oh, well.
quarters of your hit point.
What's your armor class?
15 just now.
15. Neither of those hit.
Nice.
Number 3 is going
You
to...
suck.
Because somebody just shoved number 3 up against Polly, please.
No, what if we didn't?
Ah! I'm just going to go for you. What is your armor class, please?
Would you like to know?
Yes! Otherwise I'm going to presume it hits.
It's a 16.
A 16, okay. Neither of those hit then. It's a 9 and a 15.
Ooh.
Your harpies aren't doing too good today.
Haha.
Yeah, they're quite wisdomous apparently, but no else. Sorry. But that is the harpies go. So we're at Polly.
This thing is in my melee. That changes my game plan a little
Hit it
bit.
with some bees.
I have to attack it and hit, and then the bees are like an add-on. So it's
Do
so
you have any melee? Like shocking grasp or anything?
I do. I think. Ooh. No, that's overkill. That's ridiculous. That's overkill, Rosie. Don't do it. I don't know why I was like, it's not gonna come near me. It's fine. I'm just gonna. I guess. I'm gonna try and whap it with.
Your staff?
Yeah.
Roll an attack roll, please.
I don't have like any strength, so the chances of this working. Oh wait, no, I've got sinister equipped. Can I use that instead? I'm at least a little bit more
Yeah.
apt with that. Okay,
Roll, please.
natural 20.
Oh,
my god, okay.
I think it hits.
Gorgeous. Okay, so scimitar is a d6.
Mm-hmm.
Is it double the dice?
I think we agreed on double the number of dice, yeah.
Yes. Excellent, because I love rolling dice.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
That is 8 plus 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
lovely.
And as I whip through the air, I'm also going to have my bees prick it as well. And I think this is just a bonus, so it wouldn't be like crit damage, that would just be an extra d6, is that correct?
What's the wording of it?
It says, once on each of your turns, immediately after you hit a creature with an attack, you can cause the swarm to, and then in this case here, deal 1d6 piercing damage.
It does say immediately after,
Yeah.
so...
So I'm
Yeah.
happy with the d6. 3
Same
again,
number.
yeah.
So what's the total?
3 piercing, and then that was 10 slashing.
10 slashing. That is enough to down that harpy.
Yeah!
Number
Nice.
3 is off the board.
Stay away from my bees!
And
We don't
the
give a
bees.
fuck about Denny or any of the crew or yourself.
Just the bees.
I have priorities.
Any movement? Or you kind of good standing there?
I mean, yeah.
All
Again, it's served me well.
Okay, it is... That's Polly. So it is now the crew's turn. Water-logged crew is going to try and climb back up again.
So, Billy.
Billy.
Just Billy. Nope.
That's a natural 1, so can you
Hey.
shuffle Billy?
Oh,
Dear.
Highwater.
Is that
Give
the
you
second
30
that
feet.
one?
Yeah, it is
1,
actually.
2, 3,
Good
4,
lord.
5, 6.
5,
So
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, that's good.
His name's now Illy from where I picked him up.
Illy?
Illy.
Okay.
watching it go, oh no, here we go again.
Lee
You got
is
this.
going to steer the ship. Nuck is going to try and charge past you and get down into 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Jeremy is going to fire on number 2.
Go, Jeremy.
Jeremy!
Kill the thing.
Is this Jeremy?
That's a miss.
Yes. You do your best.
No problem, Jeremy.
Trying. And that gets us to Adolin again.
You
You
gonna grab
got
Billy?
Adolin.
What do you think? Go for Billy or go for... How's Harpy 2 looking?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, Harvey
Yeah.
I don't think we've hit like
We
at
did it
all.
once. For like a tiny bit of damage.
I think I'm just gonna go and stab it.
Yeah. I don't think it's
No more
going
wisdom
anywhere.
tokens. Oh, only
It's
stab.
too
Billy
wisdomy.
Sorry?
It's not going anywhere, but Billy is.
Billy's not doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
You want to do the same again?
Yeah, please.
You're a good
I'll-
person.
Roll me
This
the
guy's less
athletics
heavy, so.
To reel him in.
Yes.
Okay. I automatically snag him.
Not
Come on,
19.
Billy. Will this be slightly easier than pulling in a Goliath?
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Nat 1.
Oh
Off you go!
Bye.
Easier does not necessarily mean guaranteed.
That's so funny.
Have fun swimming.
On just a more of a kind of like ready to like fight the harpy, and then seeing like Billy go dragging by, he's like, oh, okay, fine. Whip. Hasn't like put a foot up to brace himself against the gun or snags it and just.
does it.
It's just absolutely.
In we go.
That's
Wait,
so
so you
funny.
did snag?
Yeah, he is currently.
Can I release it
Yes,
on the same
you can
time?
release Billy.
So Billy,
Grapple pull-up.
yeah.
Billy's like,
So mean.
what are you doing?
I don't know.
Swim!
Okay.
Get on the boat before it
How
leaves!
deep is the sea, by the way?
Miles!
What?
Can any of us hear this?
I
Yes!
hope so.
Can you swim?
Yes.
Anything else, Adolin?
Swim.
You've got a bonus action.
I do, but I don't really have anything I can do with it. They're mostly spells.
Okay.
So, can I use my movement
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like grab a hold of him and just kind of like keep us roughly paced with the ship?
Yes, yeah. I've been using the crew's movement to keep them roughly paced with the ship. They're only falling behind when they're completely mucking up their athletics checks.
Okay, I'll just keep swimming alongside it then, with Billy.
Okay. Illy.
Billy.
Okay, Kai.
Cool.
It is your go.
They're obviously far too wisdomous for me, so I just go fuck it and I pull my rapier and I'm just gonna stab it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're at that stage.
That's enough, I'm sure. I hit with a 13 now.
True. Unlock. Oh, that's actually 13.
Yeah, 13 will hit.
And that is something.
Something.
5.
5 points of damage?
I
Awesome.
rolled a 2.
No. That's still a good chunk of damage, and it's a very unhappy harpy.
Mm.
Anything else?
Is there any like rope or anything just like I can chuck down?
Oh yeah, there's loads.
Cool. Is it tied to things though? I'm just gonna chuck up like chuck
On the side of the ship is kind of normal with ship. There's like, do you know that like climbing netting you get?
Yeah.
There's that down the side of the ship that goes down into the water. So that's what the crew are using to attempt to get up. So there are more than like enough rope for them to grab to try and climb up. They're
Even
just
over here?
completely bucking it. Yeah. Even over there, they can still attempt to climb up.
Okay, you're
You're
fine.
fine.
We'll be alright.
You'll be alright.
Hold on, that's all you need to do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Then
So
if they have rope, then they're good.
with the athletics check, you're only moving backwards on like natural ones because you're completely mucking it up. There's a DC to get up onto the ship, but if you fail that and don't nat one, you're still clinging to the side of the ship.
Yeah. It's what to see.
Just don't nat one again.
Yeah.
Just don't nat one.
Yeah,
It's that
just
simple.
Don't do that.
So the
Yeah.
harpy in front of you, Kai, is going to attack you again.
Go away.
You stabbed it.
Miss.
It stabs me first.
It's one miss, one hit.
Fine.
Not hit on that one.
Do I need to silver
For 4 points of piercing
Oh, that's
damage.
fine.
And it is now Polly's go.
I'm gonna throw another rock at it, I guess.
Go for it.
Does anyone else
I'm gonna
hit?
move a little
I think
bit so that I can actually see it
I don't know,
properly.
you're keeping track of
Yeah,
HP,
no.
I'm not.
No, I've not been hit.
Go for it.
And I'm just gonna smack it.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
You've spent your bardic, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh, I should have given you another one.
I don't even think with that it would have.
True.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. That was natural too.
Okay.
I whiffed it. I'm gonna bonus action. Make some more magic rocks.
Okay.
I guess.
No. Okay.
And then it's me. You know what this is? It's because I moved from my special spot.
Yeah.
It's because I moved and now everything's ruined. Kai, I'm sorry. This is on me.
Okay, so it's now the crew.
Mhm.
So Nuck is going to jump up there, and Jeremy is going to throw a bolt.
Jeremy.
Oh,
help.
Jeremy!
Billy is going to try and climb up, and Lee is still going to continue to steer. So
Lee,
Billy
you're doing
first.
great.
Billy is going to get up on that. So if you could have Billy up on the ship for me, that would be very helpful.
Just there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello, Billy.
I made a cannoli.
Going to get a stab
It
from the
looks
Nuck,
like the planet
which is going
we're
to
on.
hit, and a bolt from Thingamy, which is going to miss.
Cylinder.
So
There's two
spear.
flags.
And does a bit of damage.
Yay!
Nice one.
Congrats.
Harpoon.
Is that Jeremy or not?
Nuck.
Go Nuck.
Jeremy missed, unfortunately. And it is now Adolin's go.
Did you say it would be an athletics?
Yes.
Just get back into the ship.
I think you should do that.
Or I could use a rope dart to like latch on one of the spars and like haul myself up and out of the water and land on the deck. Really cool.
That'd be sick.
Do it and latch
Do
onto the
that.
harpy.
Just ask for a quick minute in the minute this combat, because it's taken slightly longer than I anticipated, and I need to knit to lose.
We need to
No
be
problem.
more better at this. More better,
Yeah.
guys.
Strategize.
We're struggling with harpies. If I hit the harpy with the thing, I can't actually. It's too far away. I only have 20 feet.
But it's
You could doggy paddle.
I can
You-
doggy
you
paddle.
can swim forward, and then if you grapple it like it's flying, so that
Oh
would be
god, that's right. It's actually up, so if I
good.
digress, I don't think you'd be able to get it.
It is if it's within range, I could hit it and grapple it, but it would then have the grappled condition. Its speed would go to 0,
Oh, that would be fun.
and as a flying creature, it would drop.
That's
that
the
would be
idea.
great. Yeah.
And I'm still in the water at that point.
We're all look how many of us are here.
I'm still in the
I'm
world,
gonna
yeah.
decide what kind of armor have you got, because I'm worried about if it's heavy or
Solid leather.
solid leather.
Yeah.
Okay, golden.
Things.
Yeah.
Things.
I don't know if I actually have it, but like,
Well, Alex said we can buy
Oh,
things.
that's true.
Yeah.
So.
oh no, I meant more.
Oh yes,
studs.
the metal.
Yes.
Yeah, they
I
could
love
be
that.
like little rocks or shells or ceramic.
I like
pretty
that.
cool.
That's
Other
cute.
solid
Yeah.
things.
Um,
Insect carapaces.
how is it half movement when you're swimming?
I think so. If you don't have a swim speed, I think it's half movement.
So,
One,
and you do you
10.
still have your extra something?
Um,
60? Was it?
I get an extra 30 feet if I
30.
attack something on my turn.
Do you have to attack it and then move, or can you move and then attack?
I get my usual 30 feet,
Right.
and then if I attack something, hit or miss, I get another 30
So
feet.
you could get
Yeah,
here.
if you got to there, then you would be able to get into, you would be in range of it, even if it was
Yeah.
above. Actually,
Yeah.
let me just double check. It depends if it's 10 or if it's 15.
We're
I'm getting the feeling
Oh no,
you're...
even if it's 15, it's
our
fine.
singular brain cell.
Okay.
Adelin's
Yeah.
Okay. What is Adolin
If you're
doing?
here and it's 15
It'll reach.
feet above you,
It'll reach.
Yeah.
And I
And
get the feeling you both really want me to hit this
it
thing.
would be
Yeah, it
so
would be very, very
cool.
cool. And then we'll get you, it's fine.
I'd like to doggy paddle 15 feet forward.
Okay, do you have swimming feet?
No.
Okay, so that takes your 30 feet of movement.
That'd be 30
To,
feet.
to 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or actually, I mean, I don't need to go that. How
You
high up is that
do.
thing?
You do
I have
not
20
go that
feet.
far.
It's like 10, 15 feet above you.
Are we doing diagonals or just the longest leg?
Longest leg.
Yeah, I can hit it from there.
Okay.
So I'll go.
Oh, I
I'll
was
go 10
really
feet.
doing Pythagoras.
I'll spend 20. Go 10. And then try and like rope dart the harpy.
Okay, so we're doing contested athletics for grapple.
It's athletics or acrobatics versus DC 14.
DC 14.
Mm-hmm.
Athletics.
Oh, so it's not contested.
No, there's like we workshop this item a little bit.
Okay, that's a failing.
It's a failure.
Yay.
It suffers from the grappled condition.
Okay.
Its speed goes to 0.
And now it's in the sea.
It does not have a hover speed, so yes, it does crash into
No.
the sea.
I
Good job.
fling the rope dart up. It wraps around like a wing and it goes "Wah!" and and
Crashes into the.
crashes into the
I
water.
really like what this must look like to Kai, who's been steering his dead, and it just gets yanked out in front
Just
of
like.
Nice.
I stay put.
Okay.
Would it take an action to start to climb up the rigging?
I have been using it as an action.
Okay.
I'm going to stick to that.
I'll tread water then.
Okay. Are you holding on to the harpy? Like, are you keeping it grappled? Or are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Okay.
You don't want it to fly back up.
If I grapple it, it's then just gonna come right to what? Am I still swimming? Relative motion.
I mean, if you're still swimming, technically you're swept off, and so is it. But you will remain as far apart.
We'd stay the same distance apart.
Yeah.
If I stop swimming, but the ship is gonna carry on.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna swing it to the side and keep paddling with one
So
arm
it just goes past you.
until eventually I'm just towing it along.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Kai.
Kill this thing!
Kai, the
Right,
harpy
yeah.
has crashed into the surface of the water 10 to 15 feet below you.
I peer over.
Does it constitute prone?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
In the
Ooh.
water?
Yeah. It's,
What does
Wow.
prone do?
gives you
Advantage on
advantage
attacks.
on melee attacks, and I think disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Oh shit, you're right.
Ah,
Sorry. I didn't know it would do that.
I could just jump in.
Its only movement is to crawl.
Plunging attack off the side of the sword?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Can you swim?
Yes.
Okay.
I jump in and I stab it.
Okay.
So now I have advantage. I need advantage. Okay.
There you go.
I think that's 16.
Okay.
Heck yes!
So
Now I'm in the water. Fucking hell. That was a 6, but it's quite far away.
No, it's not in
by
the
your
box.
foot. It's by your foot.
He's not in the box, so I'm afraid not.
Oh, it's an 8
Nice.
thing, so 11.
Those are awesome dice.
They're from Alex. They're
Aw.
nice and watery.
They are.
So 6 points of damage?
11.
11 points of damage.
Alex is trying to cheat.
No, I'm just,
I did just say a lot of numbers.
I was concentrating on a lot of things there, so I was trying to look up prone and grapple.
No, we're
and
too good. We're too
I've got all the
good.
conditions on the back of here, which is really helpful.
Yeah, I just googled them. It can crawl.
Okay, so you
Crawl
are now
along the
swimming.
seabed.
To stay pace with the ship, you do need to use your movement to stay.
Cool. I
pace.
have a 40-foot swim speed, so
Oh, okay. So
I'm
you
good.
can move 10 feet ahead of the ship if you want.
I'll stay here in case I want to stab it again.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that is your
It's not
turn.
like it can take opportunity attacks on me if I decide to move.
It is now the harpy's turn. It's going to start to sink, and it is going to get swept backwards. Whee! 30. How long is your rope?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Can I make an opportunity attack against it? Is it against
No,
sword?
it's not voluntary.
And
Worth a
it's
try.
going to attempt to break the grapple. So is that a contested check or is that the DC?
Good question. I think it's against the DC.
Is that a save or is that a
No, it's a skill
is
check.
a check? Cool.
I don't know what's going to make it. I think maybe a 10 on my end.
Hey.
It stays wrapped up.
Okay, so it is now like 10 feet underwater as well,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
because it is unable to keep itself afloat because it is grappled.
Cool.
So it is sort of going like that.
If I keep this thing attached to me, like, if I don't release this on my next turn,
Yeah.
am I getting dragged underwater?
Yes,
Copy that.
and it is dead weight.
You also might lose your cool item.
The other end's attached to me.
So it is
It's
now
magic.
Polly.
Very good.
If you're dropping it, so
Polly.
you don't get back.
Yeah, I don't know
Does that mean it's not attached?
if I can do anything really with it. If it's underwater and
Same.
prone,
Can your beast swim?
can I be swift?
Just like
That would be really cool. I might work on that, but I don't think so.
It's
They,
not
Okay.
really swimming.
they have as much experience swimming as Polly does. I mean, no, they have less than her. I'm sure that she's
What
done
would you
some
like to do on your turn?
I don't think there's anything I really can do. Like I say,
You can ice knife it.
I can ice knife it underwater?
Can you see? Do you need to see it?
You will be able to see it.
It's definitely going to be
I
obscured,
don't think it's
though.
far enough. I don't think it's far enough
I mean, you can-
underwater that would be an issue.
Yeah, 10 feet isn't
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
deep.
You can, and it's a nice clear ocean with no pollution. So,
Can I just throw a rock at it?
So you'd have to at least move
I,
up
like-
to like
Come
here.
stand on these boxes.
Oh no, I'm absolutely moving.
Because you can't currently see it from your current position.
If I can get onto the steps.
Yeah, you can easily see it from there.
And I'll yeet a rock at it.
Go for it. Roll me an
It's
attack roll.
disadvantage because it's range.
Yes.
And does it get any bonuses to its AC because it's presumably obscured underwater?
I'm
It's
going with
really
it's
hard.
not deep enough to be
Okay,
obscured.
cool.
It's only 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I've got a plus. What did I
It's
say?
one
3?
harpy. It's
That's
really
fine.
done so much better than all the others.
Ooh, 2 13s. So that's an 18 to hit. I actually
That
hits it. Okay, amazing. How the fuck? Okay, so I do
Nice.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
How's it looking?
Really not good.
And by the terminology, I can send bees after it as well.
Do you want to send your bees 10 feet underwater?
Exactly, that's the thing. By the terminology, I am capable of it, but I'm like, well, practically speaking, I think they're going to die.
Would Polly do that then?
I don't know. I'm going to leave it for just now.
Okay.
But like,
Post fight, you sit and have a chat with the bees. Like, how do you feel?
I'm going to do some more research onto bees and their swimming speeds before I commit to these subjects.
Okay, so we're on to the crew. Nuck is confused by the whole situation and is going to call down to you and say, "Do you need a hand?"
I'm all good.
Okay, and then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop.
Just look here on the steps. Excuse me, pardon me.
And Jeremy is going to go 8.
This is an awesome name, by the way. Will.
They're
Very
going to
cool.
huck harpoons and he's going to throw a bolt.
Harpoon. Feels a bit like bullying all of a sudden.
So they're all at disadvantage.
Would harpies have any cool stuff we want to get?
Feathers. I think
Okay,
there's
that's
one
a hit.
still on the deck.
That's it. That's a miss.
Oh.
No.
It was a natural 20.
Yeah, I could tell by the face.
Shame.
But 2 hit.
Yeah.
Yay.
Jeremy
That might be
unfortunately
it.
misses.
Jeremy, practice more.
Good done, Jeremy.
He is trying, but 2 hits. With harpoons at damage. It's more than enough to stick it.
Oh.
Hey.
It will stop writhing at the end of this thing and become actual dead weight at the end of your grappling hook.
I release it at the earliest opportunity, please.
Okay, so that was the crew's turn. It is now your turn, Adolin.
Okay,
And this is becoming a literal dead weight on the end of your arm.
I'll release it.
Okay.
Which
Sinks down into the depths.
glug, 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 glug. Yeah, I'll showboat a little bit. We're showboating.
We're on a
I'd like to
They should be
target
called the showboat. That's a better name.
the showboat. I'd like to target the spar.
Yeah.
What the tails is hanging from.
Yes.
Not the sail.
Definitely not sail. And it is a wooden object. I
So it
assume
has an AC of 50.
it's 15. I'd like to try and target it to like reel myself out of the water and onto the deck.
Go for it.
Super cool, like.
I've got the object arm classes here.
Ah.
Very
They're on
handy.
the back of the thing.
Very, very useful. This would be Dex proceed. It's like +6. Definitely don't get archery to help with this.
No.
Not one.
Okay. Well, I feel like you take a moment to like, yeah, I can do this, and go like that, and then you forget. Ship moves forwards. It sort of goes past the mast, and you're like,
Plop. I furiously doggy paddle to keep up with the ship.
okay.
Alright. Maybe throw me a rope, please.
Okay, I'm gonna keep us in initiative until we can figure out how people are dying. So
We're
Kai,
not. We're not dying.
We're fine.
Have your harpy bag.
thank you, Kai.
I'll swim over, grab. Oh
You're here.
no!
You're not
Grab
talking your
Adolin
friend
and we'll
this
like shook, us towards the ship so we can climb a bit.
Okay. Do
And
you
then-
want to try and pull yourself out?
I'm gonna start with myself.
Okay, cool.
Baby
What am I?
son.
Oh dear. What am I rolling?
Athletics, please.
11. That's my guess. It might be less.
Athletics 10.
10. So 10 is enough to get you onto the ship. So you are
Hey!
secured on side of the ship
I'm
and
on the
partially
rigging.
up the rigging. Yeah.
Cool. That's
You are
fine.
not on the deck of the ship yet.
That's okay.
Harpies are all dead. Polly, do you want to do anything to help your friends?
I throw a rope because
Okay.
I'm a good person.
Okay, so whoever gets the rope will get advantage on the next check.
Well, I'll give it to Adolin, definitely.
Since you're in the sea, possibly drowning. Yeah, swimming in a lake and swimming in the ocean next to a ship with all like the currents are very different
Very
things.
different.
Oh yeah, he's very much out of his depth. Hey!
It's Miles! It's
That
Miles!
is about
Inspiration
10
for a
feet.
pun?
Alright.
Wow. First inspiration based off puns of the campaign. There's going to be so many more.
Can't use them anymore.
Adolin, would you like to try again to climb up?
I'd love to. Can I use your bardic inspiration on skill checks?
I think so, yeah.
You won't need it. You're going to
Ability check. Yeah, ability check or saving throw.
Smashing. Would it be okay with you if I took a rope?
Yeah. I mean, I'm halfway up.
You would,
So-
yeah.
Okay. Then, yes, I would like to take the rope with advantage. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
I knew it.
For,
You did that.
for a 26.
You're 26. Okay, yeah, you're more than capable of pulling yourself up. There's that moment of panic as you see your grappling hook completely fail, and you sort of like go underwater for a little bit, then there's a and up the rigging as quickly as your feet will allow you.
It's such a deep ocean blue as well.
Mm.
And the tentacles underneath. This is very ominous, actually.
Kai,
I keep climbing.
you keep climbing. Can I get another athletics check then, please?
No.
No.
Could I
That
have
was a
thrown
nat
the
20.
rope
No.
back for Kai?
We have already rolled
Okay.
and moved on.
How do we feel about 3?
Is that in total?
Yes. I rolled a 2 plus 1.
Well, you're not falling off the side of the ship, but you're not
Cool.
going
I'll
anywhere.
just hang there and be like, I'm admiring the view and this is entirely where I intended to be right now. I'm all
convinced.
good.
Okay.
Truly.
I think it'd be more than easy to say that after some time, and however long you want to spend posing, you're more than capable of pulling yourself up.
Good job, you did it.
Well done, everyone.
We got the hardest part of this entire combat, the rigging.
The rigging.
Rigging.
You've defeated the rigging. Well
It's
done.
the cafeteria tables.
This is going to be our door.
Oh,
We're not going to fight doors, we're going to fight like rope nets
so
and
many
rings.
niche. I love it. Very good.
So I think we will take a quick break there, a little 10-minute break to calm down a little after the combat. Well, so we will see you all then.
Bye.
Thank you.